kind of do
I don't
need a
know.
place to live, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Oh.
Uh, Let me think of a good segue. All right, whatever. Welcome to Electrics and Friends. I actually got it right that time.
Let's
Previously, I
go.
used to have a podcast before, just called Electric Podcast. I didn't put too much
Mhm.
thought into it, like 3 years ago when I started it, and I ended up last 2 months ago being like, well, because I only did it sporadically over like events and stuff. Like I did a Thanksgiving episode or
Yeah.
whenever like a big event happened. I just
Hmm.
said, well, let me do a monthly pod, like an actual monthly, once an episode a month. So this is the third
Yeah.
episode of now Electrics and Friends, which
Yo.
I think is cool. And
Okay, let's
you're
go.
actually the first person that I
I'm
actually
like
don't
early in the
know
game.
to be on the pod. Because last episode I had my roommate, and then episode before that I had one of my old YouTube friends.
Oh,
So first new
gotcha.
person on the
Let's
pod, a
go.
streamer no
It's an
less.
honor. It's an honor. Thank you. I'm barely a streamer anymore. I gotta get back on that grind, but I fell off so bad.
That's kind of how my Twitch is. I started streaming years ago, 4 years ago maybe,
Mm,
but it was just I enjoy streaming to a degree, but I just love making videos more. Like
mm,
I'm very self-ascribedly
really?
a YouTuber, way more than I am a streamer.
Fair enough. I'm definitely, I would say more of like, I was just talking about this earlier today. Like, I struggle, like, it's like if I'm talking to someone in real life or someone over the phone or like a stream and I know like someone's there at least listening and responding,
Mm.
I'm really great with my words. Like, things just kind of flow. But like when I like press record on a video, I stumble over my words. Like, I don't know what to say because it's like, I feel, I don't know, like, there's no one there listening. So it like makes it
Mhm.
weird. I don't know how to, but it's like also in YouTube videos, like it's not live, so you get to just go back and be like, "Oh, I don't like how I said that." You can
Well,
like
see
go
that's what I'm
back and
getting
like
to is
fix
that
it. Yeah.
unlike you on stream, I'm not funny. I have to
Mhm.
make myself funny through edits, right? So
I'm not that
I have to be
funny.
funny through Premiere Pro. That's my thing.
So, yes, oh my gosh. But honestly, I mean, that's great you can edit. That's another thing. I can't edit for shit. I can't. I'm like an iPad kid, sort of. Like, I usually watch something while I eat. I'll listen to something while I drive or while I clean, like
Oh,
while
and
I
I
do
have to too.
everything.
Like if I'm
Mhm.
dead and they find my body, what happened to him? He didn't have a video to eat dinner to.
She didn't get to watch YouTube while eating
I
dinner.
have to. If I'm
Yeah,
alone, I have
me
to
too.
eat something. I have to watch something. I can't not do
Yeah.
that. That reminds
No,
me, you
I
should
know
probably
exactly
introduce
what you're talking
yourself
about.
because previous people have been people that are
Oh,
known on my channel, but they don't.
gotcha. Okay. Well, my name is Raeshuu. My real name is Regan. It's not like a secret or anything, but Raeshuu is like my online username. I've been streaming for I think almost 4 years, but I kind of really fell off the ball in like beginning of 2023 for like a multitude of reasons. I graduated that year. Like there's just so much going on that I just like couldn't keep up with it. Um, but I'm definitely trying to get back into it. I've more recently been doing like sort of TikTok stuff instead, which is a little bit easier, just kind of shit posting
I
on
just
there.
started doing TikTok,
Um,
or I used to just post
mhm,
clips with impact
yeah.
font and fake PNG laughing emojis around them.
Um,
They looked cool, but I've actually recently done like I think I've done two TikToks that are like real.
mhm,
Of course, they don't
yeah,
perform well, but you
real.
know they're happy. I like
No,
it.
my TikToks have been doing garbage recently.
Ugh.
It's so, and it's just like discourages. And they're like, I'm gonna put some work into like a really good one, and then you put it out, and then it's like, and you're like, damn. It's like
It's
obviously you're
always
not
a
guaranteed,
yeah.
but
It's always a
yeah,
balance of like work to like there's I don't think
yeah,
there's a balance. Like it's nice when a video you put a lot of effort into gets like
mm,
does numbers, but I don't think
yeah.
that's something I can really hold on. Like when I did a actually this is a great example. Recently, I made a Minecraft video last week or week before last, a Minecraft
Mhm.
video just playing a mod. It's my first Minecraft video in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I've been
Um
playing Minecraft for a hot
it doesn't
minute.
even have the best editing by any means. Like it's not my top tier stuff.
Mm.
It has been 10 days and it has become my most viewed piece of content of all time by far. It's
Let's
almost at like
go,
6,000
Minecraft
views. I've
solo.
almost got 100 subscribers from it. Like just from that
Wow,
video alone, it's actually insane. Minecraft
that's
fans
awesome.
and in turn Jujutsu Kaisen fans are off the fucking chain.
Hmm. I was just gonna say about YouTube. I feel like whenever I do upload on YouTube, I've usually been doing like shorts, but they
You just gotta make sure if you upload a TikTok, just upload a short. See, compare notes, see how it does.
true, true. And usually my shorts do better usually. I think one of my one of my shorts got like 30,000 views or something like that, which isn't like that much, but like
That's a lot
I
to
don't
me.
know.
That's
I
kind of a
guess so.
lot.
I
It's kind of a
was I
lot.
think I'm putting my standards too high because I've my TikTok is like I've had a few videos do like millions, but like not like but
I'm
like
struggling to break 2K.
unfortunately I didn't really make any money off of them, which
Well,
sucks
yeah,
for
it's
me,
TikTok.
but
I mean, what are you gonna
whatever.
do? But
But the longer format videos do. I uploaded like a longer one like back in November that did really well. And when influencers say that they don't make a lot of money, they are lying.
oh
They're
no,
lying.
they're absolutely lying.
They're so
Oh my
lying.
god, capping out their ass.
But
It's
anyway,
so lucrative. Why do you think I'm
but
doing
then it's
this?
like yeah, but TikTok
Yeah.
is so weird because it's like you'll get like randomly like a million views, bam, and then it's like you're back down to like 300,
Well,
1,000,
that's why you got to ride the wave like
10K.
the Hawk Tuh
Yeah.
girl. You have to make that your entire brand
Yeah.
and then get
I
contract and
guess so.
get an HBO documentary about it for some fucking reason.
Did she actually?
There she has a
Is that a joke?
I don't know if it's a documentary, but I think a TV show deal, some sort of TV deal. I haven't
I'm
even
sorry,
seen the original video.
it was not funny. It's
I
not
didn't
funny.
imagine it was. No, a whole TV
That's
deal.
insane. Wow, that is whatever. Good for her.
You can
Good
just
for
I
her.
guess you can just blow up on some shit.
Right? Like I'm definitely not that great at riding the wave. My one video recently that like did all right. I was talking about like because I've definitely been more as like I've gotten older and just like more on I don't know in life. Like I was like I'm kind of interested in doing more like I guess like hot like not like I don't know. I guess like speaking about just like issues content. I don't know. So
Would
I
you
was
call it
just
political
talking.
or
I wouldn't say it's political because
Mhm.
what I was talking about, I was saying that like there's like a lot of like there's a disproportionate way that like women and men are represented in movies and how like violence towards women is like really like a lot more and it's more like sexualized. Sorry, that's like pretty a lot for like podcasts like but just kind of like that, and how a lot of like directors, not a lot, but some of them will like kind of put their own like like the Dan Schneider guy, like put their
Oh
own weird
yeah.
stuff like into their stuff. Just talking about like that,
Hmm.
and
Or
I was
what's the guy
like,
who directed Kill Bill and like Pulp Fiction? I forget his name.
oh, um, Quentin Tarantino, I
Quentin
think.
Tarantino. He's like, I'm
Quentin,
gonna have a
yeah,
scene where
with
she
like,
dances, and I'm gonna cast myself in that scene to
oh
be
my
like
gosh, I
whatever. I
just
forget.
watched
It's
Kill
something
Bill like
like
2 weeks
feet
ago.
stuff. It's not in Kill Bill. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
remember
feet
what movie
stuff.
it was, but oh,
Yeah, but in Kill Bill there was so many like feet shots. What is happening? But just kind of like stuff like that, whatever. And it didn't like for like a month. The video was crickets, but then like it just like and people were like, yeah, I agree. And there were a lot of people that were like, you're stupid, Fuck you, like
mhm.
whatever. And so like I kind of like read the wave, but it was also like I didn't really know how to like ride that wave. I was just like I made a point and people agreed with
The
it, so I was just
I think there's a difference between so for example, if you released a video of let's just say
yeah.
okay, so I'll just go for my example. I had that Minecraft video is doing absolute numbers. I could easily
Hmm.
right now become a Minecraft YouTuber, and I'd probably get up to like by the end of the year like 10K. I'm not gonna be a
Yeah.
Minecraft YouTuber. The whole
Yeah.
thing behind my channel is and it is a weird of a question if someone asks me like, oh, what kind of videos do you make? Because I kind of make a lot of everything. Like I don't
Hmm.
choose. I make like I have a yearly Fortnite video sometimes. Like I do a Gang Beast video
I
once a
love
year.
Bang
Like
Bees.
I do very different
Hmm.
wide variety of content. Like the video before the Minecraft video is when I went and saw when they re-released all the Raimi movies in the Spider-Man movies in trilogy in theaters.
Hmm.
I went and saw all those, made a video about it. That's nothing to do
That's
with
cool.
the Minecraft video I made. So
Hmm.
I'm not gonna sacrifice being like the variety YouTuber over doing part two to this Minecraft video because that's something I just wouldn't do.
Yeah,
Like I wouldn't do that
that's
if it didn't blow
true.
up. So why would I do it if it does?
Hmm.
I think it's a balance
Yeah.
between finding what you actually want to do and being like,
Mhm.
but I like money.
That's true. That's true. Because it's like, yeah, I want to like choose a niche, but there's so many like fun things. Like on TikTok, it's like I'm more towards like, ooh, like I like kind of like beauty stuff. I'm training to be a hairstylist, so I kind of one big thing in like like cosmetology school now is to have like a social media presence is like what they want you to have. Even as like a realtor, as like a lot of jobs are like encouraging you to like market yourself on social media as well as like in real life and stuff because like times are changing.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to sort of change my audience over to like sort of like hair stuff so that maybe I can like sort of use that to help like my future business as like a hairstylist. You know what I mean? But
Right.
also like I love movies. I love watching movie shows. I love talking about them. I like talking about like social issues and maybe like politics, but I don't see like some social issues as politics if that makes
Yeah.
sense. I don't know. So it's like so I want to talk about all of it and like I want to do like vlogs like oh I went here today or I
Hmm.
went there today. So it's like it's so hard. And I also like gaming a lot, but I think um I don't know. I kind of like I don't know. I guess that part of my life like playing games all the time, being online all the time kind of like trickled out like of my life and now I'm
It's
more
a
like
very hard balance to
I don't know.
find. But that's that
Yes,
that's
and
why that's why I say just like, oh, fuck it, do everything. Just do everything.
yeah,
Just like
that's true. And see what sticks. And like, if something that you really actually do like blows up, then maybe you can make that your niche and then try
mhm.
to like grow out again, you know? But it's like, I think the goal is, and I don't know about you, I'm sure it's the same, like to have an audience that likes you for you and would watch you do anything.
Absolutely.
Because there are some YouTubers that I'm just like, I don't even care what they're talking about. I don't care what they play. I don't care what they do. They are just so funny and unique and like have such an interesting take that like I just want to watch them do everything. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like, what was it, Icy or Jay Schlab Blanket? I haven't watched him in a long
Schlager.
time, but he's so funny. I would watch him do anything.
Yeah.
He's so funny. And like, yeah.
I think because he recently did like he's doing like a Japan vlogs on the or it used to be
Oh.
the Shellac channel. It's called Shellac and Co now,
Mhm.
but like Japan vlogs, and then he hasn't really done gaming content in a while. But obviously,
Yeah.
people don't watch him to see like you know what, I really want to watch him play this game. Like no, you're watching it for
Yeah.
him as a
For
person.
him, like,
So I think that's
yeah.
what I'd kind of go to. But a lot of my videos I think are like on a crutch of who I have in the video. So the Minecraft video I had my friends Juan and Randy, who are YouTubers I met a couple years
Hmm.
back. Some videos I
Yeah.
have like my gift friends that I've been playing games with for years and years and years now, and then I have
Hmm.
like my roommate and his friend group that I used to play games with all the time. So it's very,
Yeah.
a lot of my content doesn't really focus as much on me. Like obviously I'm in every video, but it's
Yeah.
definitely it's a group content thing. I don't know if you ever watched
Mhm.
like the Misfits group, like Fitz, Swagger Souls, or any of that
I
kind of group.
I kind of saw a lot of their stuff like after they broke apart.
Hmm.
But yes, I am familiar with them.
Okay, so, something more like that. That was a lot of my
Mhm.
original inspiration back in like 2020 when I was like
Yeah.
really when I decided like I think I should probably do this a lot more. And
Hmm.
because I've been technically uploading, I upload like usually 3 or 4 videos a month, but I've technically been making
That's pretty
videos.
good.
I've technically been making videos since like 2018, 2019. And I've
Yeah.
just been going at it
I know.
since
I
then.
That's nice. Yeah, I've always been on and off like making videos for fun since I was like probably in like fourth grade. I used to record. I just found like I don't know where I put them, but like I have like a ton of SD cards, like all these SD cards with like all of my old little videos that I used to make when I was a kid.
I
Because
wish I
like
had my videos. I
I
used to
would
record
want
on
to.
Kindle Fire.
Oh my gosh, I used to record on just like a little like digicam, which like was so cheap back then, but now everyone wants digicams, so they're like so much more
Oh
expensive now, which
yeah.
sucks. But what was it? I was just because I don't know, I was just like a silly kid and I wanted to like be like my favorite YouTubers and like I would do fun things and I would be scared of like forgetting. So I'd be like, I have to record everything, I have to take pictures of everything. And I'm honestly so glad that I
I
did
wish I had
because
my old.
I like went through them and I was like, oh my god, like I don't remember how I was as a little kid. Like and like I'm like running around my classroom. I have like no social cues, no anxiety. I'm like going up to everyone saying hi to everyone. And then people are like in the middle of a conversation with me and I'm like, okay, bye, and I just walk away. Like just like this little I'm like I don't even know who I was. Like I don't even remember that. Like I don't think I was even conscious. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
you
had
just brain hadn't
sentience.
activated yet. Yeah.
Low key, like watching those videos, I'm
Yeah,
like,
I don't remember my
what was
childhood.
she
I have no
thinking?
clue. I remember the one video I can recall recording was
Mhm.
me putting my, I think it was a Kindle or it was like a Leap Pad, something like that, whatever it was.
In front of the
Putting it up
computer.
in front of this big ass CRT TV that I used to have in my room in my dad's house, and just playing Black Ops and just recording like Black Ops 2. I believe it was Yacht. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, that's
Oh
all
my
I
god.
remember.
That's literally what I found some of those videos on my SD cards. It was like me playing Minecraft. It's like, hi guys, welcome back to my Minecraft world. Like today, I was like, oh my god! And it was like my phone or my camera set up on books facing towards like my iPad or something.
Hmm. Which to me, for a
It
lot
was
of
so
like
funny.
my pre YouTube era was like it's still on my YouTube channel. Like I have videos going back to like
Really?
2016 of like PS4
Oh
clips that I have with my friends, and my voice, like I used to be ashamed of it.
no,
I killed the part of me that cringes. I don't feel for it anymore. I can just watch it and be
no,
like, look
me
at that
too.
fucking kid. Look at
Yeah,
him
I'm
go.
like, it's a little cringy, but I'm like, I was having so much damn fun.
Yeah.
Like, why would I judge myself? Like, I was so cute and I was so happy. So, like, who cares? Like, I didn't care then, so I care now.
Hmm.
But yeah, I sounded like a little boy, like just
I had the
just like
opposite
this
problem. I
little
have a
boy.
distinct memory. I don't remember my childhood. I remember the games I played in my childhood, but I remember, I
Mhm.
think it was Modern Warfare 3, like the zombie mode, or infected,
Oh my
and
gosh!
someone asked me if I was a girl, and I just said no, or
No, I'm
in a very high,
not.
little disdain of my voice. I was like, I must have been like
Like,
10 or 11. I don't even know.
oh,
That hurt me a little bit. And I started to said, hmm. I
hmm.
am strangely, questionably good at Guilty Gear. I might need to actually look into that. That's not very.
Yeah, I've been wanting to
That's
play that.
concerning. Well, you know what they
I've
say.
never.
You know what they say. Trans people are very good at Guilty Gear, and I am questionably good at Guilty Gear. I need to put some more thought into this. This might be a red
Yeah,
flag.
maybe we have something to think about. Oh my gosh. I've never played, but I wanted to play. Like, I've been seeing like edits of what's her face?
I'm assuming you're
ABBA
talking
with
about
the
Bridget.
key.
What
No,
the key?
ABBA.
Oh,
With the girl with the key?
I don't really keep up on Guilty Gear.
Big
I have
key? I don't
fighting game
know.
eras, but I'm not
I'm not
definitely not in my
sure.
fighting game phase anymore. I'll have to wait
I
around
don't
till
know, but it's
Rainbow.
this girl with greenish hair with a big key. And I'm like, she's cool. I don't know. I think she used to have red hair in the old game, but big key. I don't know.
Big key.
Huge key
I'll recall that.
with a face.
Oh, so yeah, I don't have any of that. I have Big Spoon. That's about all I. That's about all I'm
I
working
know.
with.
I was gonna say something about the big spoon.
The comically
That
large
is really
spoon.
funny. Comically large
I
spoon.
try to
Where do
keep.
you get something like that
Okay, so
for legal reasons?
let's just say there was a or maybe it was a hardware store. It was like an antique store that may have had
Oh,
this spoon on the sign, and then it didn't. It's extremely rusted. I need to actually get it like fully cleaned, but
that is so funny.
I mean,
But it then
I
one
took it with me to
day,
like Tennessee. Like I've taken it with me
one day
everywhere.
it just didn't.
One day it just
That is
it's just gone.
just didn't have it. I don't know where it
Surprisingly
went.
lethal too. It's I've taken at knees with this thing.
Is it like heavy or
Ah, it's probably
it
like about
doesn't look
maybe like maybe 10 pounds, maybe nothing
okay,
crazy.
it doesn't look crazy heavy.
No, I don't know what it's
That is
made out of.
awesome. I love that. That's awesome.
I've taken it with me a lot, like when I go on trips and stuff. I didn't take it with me when I went to New York last year, but I've taken it with me to Tennessee twice. So,
Oh,
and I live in North
cool.
Carolina. I'm like a nine
Tennessee.
hour drive. I've made the drive twice
Oh,
now, and I've taken
awesome.
it with me
I
both
love North
times.
Carolina.
It's cool if you if you don't live here. It's cool if you
Fair
like.
enough. Fair enough.
Well, that actually brings.
I've heard that from some people.
I live in Mr. Beastville, right? So I'm here
Have you ever met him, Mr. Beast?
many times.
Does he give you $1 million?
No, unfortunately not. I think I've met Jimmy. I call him Jimmy. We're on that level. Um, I've met him twice. First time was like Christmas of 2019. That was fun. And then one time I met him at a shoot
Actually,
because I went to a shoot.
that's
Um,
crazy.
and then I met Carl.
That's
I ran into
cool.
Carl Jacobs like 4 months ago in a Barnes and Noble. That was cool.
Oh wow. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's sick.
Dude,
I
I might
have
go to North Carolina soon, so I'm gonna start hunting for him because I need that college tuition money now. Now.
dude. I'm saying I'm going to the same community college that he went to. Like I gotta get that rolling.
It'd be like, Mr. Beast, I'm going to blah, blah,
Jimmy,
blah.
Jimmy, you
Like,
gotta understand. You gotta understand. I'm a pit boy too. I'm pit boy. You gotta
come
understand.
on.
No,
It's my dream to
I
graduate
have
college.
checklists. Okay, so met Jimmy, right? Met Carl. I still
Yeah.
got what's the kid's name? Nolan. Yeah, I need to meet him, right?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not like like a recent
Neither am
Mr.
I.
Beast
There's
watcher.
Nolan. He seems nice enough. There's
Hmm.
Chandler. I can take that or leave it, and then Ava, but
Hmm.
she's not really um involved as much anymore, so I'm not really holding
Hmm.
out for that one. But we'll see.
Fair
It's cool.
enough.
It's cool running into him though, just being like.
Was
But
he
no,
nice?
I
Like,
make a point not to make a scene out of it though. Like I didn't take a picture or anything.
true,
I said
true.
let me give you a firm handshake, and that was about it.
That's
That's
nice. I
fine.
mean, fair enough. I would have been like, oh.
Well, no, cool. Actually, when I ran into him, I asked him, I was like, so because they have a Mr. Beast Jobs, which is a website where you can apply
Mhm.
to jobs and stuff. I was like, how long does it take
Oh
to hear back from
wow.
them? He's like, oh, 2 months. I go, that's a long time.
Yeah, that is a long time.
And then
Damn.
about 2 months later, I heard something back.
Oh, for the shoot.
Unfortunately, no, not for an actual
Oh.
position on the team. Didn't work out though. Unfortunately,
Mm.
I
Still
still
though,
hold
that's
down
pretty
my little
awesome.
forklift certified job, which still that's fine. If it wasn't for the
Oh,
fact that
for
you're
what do you do?
um, I'd be driving a little forklift
Forklift?
out, driving a little forklift
Yo,
in
that's
108
cool.
degree weather. So it's actually not very.
That's
It's a little
not.
sweaty. It's a little sweaty. Can't
Oh
lie.
gosh,
Pays my
that is
bills to a degree.
crazy.
I
Yeah,
suppose it pays for the apartment, so
I
I
would
don't
hope so.
really my share at least. So I don't really care.
Mhm. That's good, huh? Forklift certified. What do you have to do to get forklift certified?
Drive it, and
Drive
then
it?
so I
Just
drove
drive
it for
it.
like 3 months, and then a dude came in with a clipboard, and he asked me some questions, and I answered them. He's like, "All right,
Here you go.
I don't, I'm forklift certified, I guess. Fucking, I don't know. It
Let's
worked."
go. Sounds good to me. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So I think it's a balance of I go work, I go work during the day. Actually,
I'll go
I'm
work.
working like 4 hours a day. Like it's nothing.
Hmm.
I recently got
That's
hours
nice.
just absolutely slashed. It's nice, but I do miss
Hmm.
having money. I miss having disposable income rather. But that's
Fair
fine.
enough. I miss
But then
that. I miss that too.
I got my
I don't
college
know if
work
I
at
ever
night
had that.
because I'm in a summer semester, so I have like 3 classes this summer.
Oh,
Kind of not
right.
happy
Oh,
about that, but
gosh.
whatever. I graduate next year, so I don't really care. And then I'm making videos, and then I
Mhm.
run a D&D campaign, and I like to make music too, but that's a whole different thing. It's you got to really strike a balance though. I said
Jack
like
of all
that's the
trades,
biggest thing. And then I'm like,
know
oh, I
all
should probably
things.
stream sometime this month too, because
Mhm.
last stream I did was my Creators for Palestine stream. That was like 2 months
Yeah,
ago. So
I
I
know.
gotta.
I'm sorry you couldn't make it to that.
It's all good. We still ended up raising, I
No,
think, was $250 between the
that's
three of us,
awesome. Oh my
because it wasn't a
gosh.
donation thing because my Twitch I don't have a following, right? So I'm not counting on people to
Mhm.
donate. So what it was is every time we laughed, we donated money. So I donated $20 every time I laughed. So I ended up
Wow.
donating 100 myself. Randy donated
Mhm.
100, and I think Axel donated 40 or 45, something like that. It was actually a
Wow,
great stream though. It was actually
that's
a
so
sick
great
stream.
though. Sorry, my chair keeps squeaking. It's so I need like
I don't
to
think I
put
can't hear it.
WD-40 in it so bad. Okay, good. Wait, there it goes. Oh, sweet.
So
Okay.
what is your typical stream? Because I think the 2 or 3 times I've actually popped in, it's like React content. Like, or I think the
Um,
one time that you were watching, what is it called? It's not Super Nanny. It's Wife Swap or something like that.
Oh yeah. What was it? Usually my streams, I started off gaming. I think in my very beginning in like 2020, I started off gaming and doing FNAF like horror stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
started off with like doing bad horror games. You know how like Markiplier does like the three horror games or three bad horror games or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I would do that, but it would be like 10 bad horror games all in the night. And like that was when
Is
I
that
was
a
like
hamster behind
16.
you? I'm just
Oh,
noticing that.
yeah. Yes, I do. I have my hamster.
I saw the little critter just going back
He's
there.
so
Oh my god.
silly. I love him. And I haven't really implemented him enough to my stream. I used to have a hedgehog who was like my stream like mascot.
Oh, that's
Henry the
sick.
hedgehog. Yeah, I loved him, but unfortunately he passed away. He's left this
Mm,
earth. Ah, so sad. But now I have a new hamster and his name is Winston.
that's nice. That's sick.
Winston the hamster. But I miss Henry. Like Henry's such a good name. Henry the hamster would work just as well, I
Henry the
feel.
hamster. I as long as you get the double. I forget what you call it. There's a name for it.
Double the word isn't entendre, is it?
I was
I feel like
thinking on
that's probably
taunt, but
not
I
it.
don't think so either. I'm not sure. I don't know.
But yeah, like the I know that's fun to do. But yes, I had the hamster, and then I have three cats, and then two other cats at my dad's house. I
Recently, I
am
was considering getting a cat, but there is a
I
small
love
hiccup to
cats.
that. Is that I am allergic to cats completely.
Oh no.
But it doesn't stop me when I go to like my mom's house. I go over
Mhm.
there. I go over to Little Stink.
Oh, that's so
She's
much.
just a little
I am
stink. I
like,
go over there and I hit her with the.
mm,
You just gotta go out and you gotta put the hand and you just gotta go. Brrr. Yeah.
I know. I am destined to be like a crazy cat lady, and I don't even care.
I
Like
just as long as
that's
I
just gonna
wash
be
my
my
hands and
future.
don't touch my eyes, I'm chilling. Most
Oh,
times,
that's good.
as long as they
Still,
don't
I'd be
shed a
so
lot. If they
sad.
shed a lot, I'm dead. Like I'm
Mhm.
clinically ill. But it's But I love
But
cats. I can't.
what was I saying? A typical stream is like I'm just a big variety streamer. Like I would play. I'm not super into like FPS games or anything. I used to play a lot of like Valorant, a bit, but I'm super into games like sort of like survival farming games, like The Forest, Stardew Valley, Subnautica, things where
Raft.
like you start off with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Raft, like stuff like that. You kind of start off with nothing, and then you have to like explore and fight things and like gather more stuff. But I'm like a huge well, when I was younger, when I first started streaming, I like would play horror games all the time, and I wouldn't care, and nothing would really scare me that bad. But like now, for some reason, like I get too scared, and I'm like, and then I start to get all lightheaded. One time I actually passed out on a stream from like a stupid horror game because I got too lightheaded, and I was like, I don't know what's going on with me, but I was like, maybe I need to stop playing horror games.
Maybe a change of pace could help.
I don't know what happened. I think when I was 16, I had not experienced the world yet, and then like multiple like scary things happened to me, and I think my body's just like, oh, no. So like I don't know, but like I just don't play horror games anymore because I'm like too much of a pussy now. Like I don't even know what happened, but
I did a Halloween stream where I
so
played
yeah.
a horror game. That was fun. I had a little I had a little outfit on. That was a fun little
Mm-hmm.
stream. No one watched it, but it was a fun little stream. I had like the
Oh,
EP fit
so
on,
that's fun.
like with the sleeping
Mm-hmm.
cap and the gown and
Oh my gosh!
the candlestick.
Like the candle. Oh, that is so funny. That's actually the funniest thing ever.
That was a fun stream. I like streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to find I just need to make myself do it more. I don't know.
No, but it
I have
totally sucks
time.
when people aren't there.
Yeah, but I
Mm-hmm.
mean that's fine. Like recently, I used to always have a viewer counter like at top
Mm-hmm.
corner, but recently
Yeah.
I last couple
Turn it
streams I've
off.
just had it completely off. I was like, well, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So and that's
Honestly,
kind of
it's
okay. I
better
can
that
just
way.
enjoy stream, but that's also why I don't
Mm-hmm.
really enjoy streaming by myself because I think my entire
Neither do
thing
I.
works off of other people. Like
Yeah, that's how I
I
feel
don't think I
too.
can operate on my own doing like
Mm-hmm.
my first couple real YouTube videos that I consider like that's me attempting to be a YouTuber is like
Mm-hmm.
I did two Elder Scrolls 4 videos in like late 2019 and I was like
Elder
I was
Scrolls
doing
is
Oblivion uh Elder Scrolls
is that connected to
Skyrim,
Skyrim or
yeah,
no?
Skyrim.
Yes, I
Skyrim's
do know
5,
Skyrim.
Oblivion's the fourth one.
I
So I was
got
just
you.
playing
Okay.
that. I was doing like a let's play kind of video and
Mm-hmm.
obviously it sucked. The editing was terrible because I edited. I think I actually edited the first episode on iMovie on my iPad, and then the
Oh my god, I
second
used to do
one
that
I
too.
edited on a free trial of
Oh
fuck.
gosh.
It was some editing software that I couldn't pay for. So
Mm-hmm.
and they were
Mm-hmm.
terrible. So but I think I'm gonna do a good bit. I'm gonna do an episode 3. And I'm just gonna act like there's nothing has
Mm-hmm.
happened in between episode 2 and 3. Like 4 years haven't passed.
I'm
Just what's
crying.
up,
Oh my
guys? We're
god,
back
that's
in episode
funny.
4. Like I'm just gonna run that bit. That'd be fun. And I
Hell
have to
yeah.
edit it as shittily as possible. And that'd be fun. Oh fuck! That
Yeah.
reminds me. Last year or not last, probably 2 months ago, I found a bunch of clips on my iPad of a video I recorded in 2018, 17, I believe.
That's such a treat. I love
And
finding
I
those
went and
videos,
edited
guys.
it like I would have back then and put it on my second channel. And that is
Mm-hmm. That's fun.
it's actually
Aw.
ranked though. It's actually terrible. But that's fine.
That's so
It's a
funny
part of
though.
it. You know, you can be like, oh well, he's cool now, I suppose, to a degree. So whatever.
Oh my gosh. Did you clarify like this is me like in 2018 or did you just put it out
Oh no,
there?
the video title is very clearly I finally edited a video from 6 years ago, and it's me in the background, like a footage of me from the video, and then it's the image of modern me in the thumbnail, like with the.
What?
I love doing that
That's
so
so
much.
funny.
I did it
That's
so much in
fun.
my vlog when
I
I
need
was
to
in
do that.
Tennessee. I do like vlogging too. Vlogging is fun. It's just
Hmm.
you just got to know what to actually record. And I'm the only one on my fucking group
Yeah.
that posts vlogs. I guess me and Juan. Because when I went to
Mhm.
Tennessee this last time, I met up with all my YouTube friends. Like early 2021, I got into this server with a bunch of YouTubers, like kind
Yeah.
of around my level, like the sub 1,000 subscriber level, right?
Mhm.
And then we played games, we made videos all this time, and then in January we all met up in Tennessee, and it was awesome. It was
That is
so
so
much fun.
fun.
I mean, I'd met most
That
of
is
them
so fun.
before.
I
Like
love
last
meeting up.
year, I went and saw one of them in Tennessee, two of them in Tennessee, and then in August last year, I went and saw two of them in New York. So I'd met four out of
Okay.
six of them. So
I
it
can't
was,
believe you've been in New York before I have. I live like 2 hours from New York, and I've never gone. I know.
I think it's
I've
fun if you
never.
don't live there. I think
Oh, probably.
I was there for way shorter than I was supposed to be because I got stranded in Orlando twice. Because fuck Frontier Airlines.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
so
Frontier. No, I've taken Frontier too, and they canceled on me like
it's
right before, and I was like,
it's
are you kidding me?
actually the worst because it's I went
Yeah.
from I was flying out first time I flew out from Charlotte, which is like 4 hours away. It's like I think Charlotte's
Mhm.
probably the biggest city in North Carolina, but it's like I
Mhm.
flew out from Charlotte to go to New York. By the way, to go to I think I
Yeah.
was supposed to go land at JFK. I went from Charlotte to Orlando, Florida, and then it was supposed to fly me back up to New York.
Bruh.
I get our My flight was delayed like 2 hours in Charlotte. By the time I'm in Orlando, my plane was already left. So
Oh
then
my
I spent
god.
about $600. My boys had me to get an American Airlines flight to Newark, New Jersey, fucking Jersey,
Not Jersey.
Jersey. The air
Don't
was
go to
so much
Jersey.
worse. It was terrible. I
Oh
land
my
there, so I
god.
get to Newark, and I have
New
a
Jersey drivers around here are the worst. No
I
offense,
have
New Jersey
I have a
drivers.
great time in New York though. It was great. My feet fall
Mm.
off because I didn't have adequate shoes because we walked around for like 8 hours
Mm.
on the one full day I was there. It was fun. Like
Wow,
we
that's
made
crazy.
3 videos, one for each of our channels. I made one where I got the shit
Mm.
beaten out of me by a Dominican dude at his apartment in the Bronx or in Harlem. Great video. Um, lots
I'm
of
gonna have to
fake
watch it because I
fake
need
blood.
some.
Um, and it was a great time. And then on the way back, they dropped me off, and my flight to go back home, which was going to Raleigh, not Charlotte. So I parked my car in Raleigh. So I was just gonna get out of the airport, take a shuttle, get in my car, and drive like the hour and a half home.
Oh man.
I get to the airport. I think it was JFK. So I get to JFK, and oh, flight's delayed a little bit. That's fine. Whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
the flight's on. The flight was to JFK, back to Orlando, and then back to Raleigh. And do you want to guess what happened when I got to Orlando? My flight had already left. I was stuck in Orlando for 7 or 8 hours,
I literally can't believe that.
wrapped in the blanket, which I'd gotten in New York. Just trying my best. I didn't sleep at all. So by the time I got, sorry, I also forgot to mention I also got COVID while I was there. So actually,
Oh
by the
my
time I got
god.
home, I had not slept for 24 hours. I had COVID, cabin air lungs, or whatever it's called. Just the absolute worst
I've
state. I
never heard of
collapsed in my
that.
bed, and then I just spent a week mellowing.
Oh
Still
my
a great trip though,
gosh.
but fuck Frontier. I'm never taking a
That's
connecting flight again.
neither am I.
I will always fly direct. I do not
Me
care.
too. I do not trust other people enough to like be stuck in an airport by
Not after
myself. Like
this. Not after this.
no.
Oh my
That is
god, it's actually
crazy.
the worst. But to be fair,
That's
something good did come out
crazy.
of the week. I was stuck at home because I was like, you know what? I should lose some weight, and that did it.
Oh.
No, legitimately because this was like early September when I realized this. But looking back at the footage from New York,
Mm.
I'm like, I'm a little big. I'm a little chunky. I don't.
Oh.
And I found out I weighed myself. I was like 295 pounds. I'm like, that can't do. So like 9 months, 10 months
Mm.
later, I'm now 215. I'm actually fucking
Wow.
cranked. It's
That's
white boy summer.
great.
I have to lock in.
Yeah, lock in. I gotta lock in too. I gotta go back to the gym. It's been like a month.
Mm, that's how it
So
used
was
to be
that I
for me.
had
But
Planet
you just gotta make
Planet
yourself.
Fitness.
So, yeah, so do I. I got a Planet Fitness.
So then I want to cancel it
Yeah, but you have
because
to go
like
up to the front desk and be like, I like to cancel my
I
membership.
did. Yeah, be like, oh, you have to cancel
And they're like, are you
it.
sure? You're like, I think so. I think so. Ugh.
Cause what was it like? My mom got like a family thing for the YMCA. Like they do
Mhm.
like scholarships for like I don't know, families, I guess, whatever. So I was like, I'll just do that instead. I'm not gonna pay for two things. Well,
Mhm.
yeah, but then now I have to go to the YMCA. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I was gonna mention something.
I think we
Oh,
were
like
talking about
traveling. Yeah,
airplanes. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
traveling.
airplanes. So yeah, I had Frontier cancel me once. I went to TwitchCon in
So
2022, and
that's where I know you from actually. I believe so because we talked about it before.
really,
Not from TwitchCon. I never went to TwitchCon. I was gonna go last year, but I couldn't make it, which is why I ended
I know
up
I want to go
pivoting to New
last year
York.
so bad.
That's why I ended up pivoting to New
Hmm.
York. Um, but I'm actually, I think it was Messiah, if you remember.
Yeah, I
I
do.
think it was Messiah's tweet, and I think he tweeted something like, "Oh, I want to get to know more YouTubers or streamers, whatever,
Hmm.
something like that." And I just remember liking the tweet and be like, "Oh, I should remember this guy."
Yeah.
And then I think from him, I think I must have just seen one of your tweets or something like that. I can't even remember,
Oh,
but no, it was through Twitter, and I was like, "Oh my
that's
god,
so
all these people
cool.
are going to TwitchCon. That's fucking sick." Couldn't be me
Hmm.
at the time.
Yeah,
And then I'm
it
definitely not
was
going to TwitchCon this
expensive.
year. I don't have the money for it, but I am going to
Yeah, me
VidCon because
neither.
they're doing it in Baltimore.
And I really want to go. I'm literally an hour away.
Yeah,
I really want to go.
I've been to Baltimore once in 2022,
Mm,
and I
yeah.
have a place I can stay there. So I'm definitely going to VidCon this year. It's gonna be fucking
Oh,
sick.
yeah. I think I might have. I have a friend that goes to college there. I want to go, but it's like I'm starting school around that time, so I'm like, I don't want it to like clash too bad. But like, you've inspired me. Like, I really want to go so bad. Like, nothing. I live like higher, like East Coast area. I don't know. I don't. I hate to like drop exactly where I live, but like, I'm like tri-state area. I don't know.
Hmm.
Like,
I've
whatever.
been dropping
An hour
so
away
many
from
Mr. Beast
Baltimore.
references. Like you can find me. It's over.
Hour away from Baltimore-ish, 2 hours away from New York, like I don't know, guess where you whatever. But what was I gonna say? It's like nothing ever happened over here. Nothing ever happened. So I'm like, I need to go. Like this is my one chance.
Mhm.
So I really want to go. And I should
And
have bought the
exploit it
ticket
for
when it was
content.
$80. Yes. It used to be $80, like for the early bird tickets, but now it's like
Wait, are they
120.
already selling VidCon tickets?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
fuck! Oh, I need to
They
buy that.
started yeah, I need to buy mine
Oh,
as
oh,
soon as
jeez.
possible.
I need to buy that.
I started getting ads for it back in like April, May, sort of. And
Uh,
they used to be $80. I should have got when it was $80. $80 for 3 days, by the way. TwitchCon was like $200 for three
what?
days. Yeah,
Damn.
but now it's 120, which is
Uh,
still better than
yeah,
TwitchCon.
that's not too crazy. Which I don't know. It also depends on like
Yeah.
what they're actually gonna have there because because they just did
Hmm.
VidCon on the West Coast. So
True.
I
I just
actually
want to
wonder
meet
what they.
people. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
even care
saying.
who's
Like
gonna be there.
going and networking is fun.
Hmm.
Like because I
It was
already
the best.
know
Oh my
none
god.
of my YouTube
Yeah.
friends are gonna be going to VidCon, so it's just gonna be me. I'm gonna be just
Mm.
there. I'm gonna have my little backpack and be like, I'm here.
Hell yeah.
I'm here to record. But see, I used to be able to record and just be nonchalant about it. But at VidCon, I
Yeah.
don't think I have to worry about that. I can hit them with the you
No,
know.
not at all. Is it? Yeah, I need to record more vlogs. Like I just went to Las Vegas. I have a friend that lives there. I almost went to Las Vegas TwitchCon because my
Mhm.
friend lives there, but she was
I
like
see. I
really
had a
busy with
flight to
college. It
Las
didn't work out.
Vegas, and then when I couldn't buy the
Oh,
hotel, I was like, well,
no. Oh,
let me
it's
get that,
awful.
let me pivot to New York, which is how I ended up going to New York in August. But
Gotcha.
that was going to be TwitchCon, but
Yeah.
nah.
I was gonna say, I think apparently it was kind of a mess. TwitchCon Las Vegas, I heard it was kind of just
Yeah,
sort of a mess. So, maybe it was
I
a
heard there was a
win
foam
after
pit.
all not
I don't know.
going.
I think
Oh, the foam
the
pit.
foam pit
That
was
was in
20.
2022.
That was
Yeah, I
22.
was
Okay,
there when it
I was trying to
happened.
remember. I was trying to remember which one it
Hmm.
was.
I saw that happen live. Like,
Oh my god.
it was crazy. The foam pit was awesome, though. What was it? There was like two drag queens dressed up as like Nurse Joy and someone else, like doing crazy. TwitchCon 2022 was like the best 3 days of my life. It was
I've seen.
so
Well,
fun.
see, what got me hooked on
Also,
that was like the like
scariest 3 days, but
scary.
mhm.
I can imagine. Which I mean, I've been.
California people in California are different than over here on the East Coast. They're just very different. So like
Mhm.
it was just like kind of like a shock, like the way people like not like the people at TwitchCon, but like the way like the people that lived there like treated
Oh
me. It
yeah,
was very
I came back from
like
New York a different person. I was just a lot angrier.
I can't even
I
imagine.
was just a worse person when I came back from New York. It changed me.
I can't even imagine. Yeah. I know a few people from New York, and they're always just like, I'm from New York. I'm like, all right, you know what?
It's just well, the thing with damn, what was I gonna? It was something about
Uh, TwitchCon
yes, it was.
2022?
No, okay, that's
Or,
what. See, what got me hooked on it is a Misfits TwitchCon vlog from 2019.
mm,
That's like that whole vlog of them going to TwitchCon, having just a
mm,
blast, and then like a house party afterwards.
yeah.
Like this is back, of course, in it's in California. It was before New Vegas, obviously.
Mm,
But I'm like, I need to
mm,
be that. That needs to be me. Even though they're all getting drunk and plastered,
yeah.
and I'm complete straight edge. Like I don't drink at all. I'm like, that needs to
Mm.
be me. So
Like
that's
literally,
what I'm
I
shooting for.
know.
When I get my bread up, oh my god, I'm there.
Oh yeah, for sure. What was it? I wanted to go to TwitchCon maybe this year. I was like, oh, if I stream enough, if I earn it, if I deserve it, but I don't think I should go because one, I don't have the money. Two, I think I'll be in school, and three, I don't have any friends. Because when I went in 2022, I had so many friends, and it was so cool.
Did
Like
they
people were
die?
coming up to me. No, they just stopped streaming. A lot of my friends all just stopped streaming.
Uh,
Like I think it was like everyone kind of like started streaming in 2020, peaked in 2021, 2022, and then as soon as like 2023 hit, like in around April, all my friends stopped streaming like that.
which I think
And
we
like
are in a resurgence of streaming though in the past like
I
since the
hope
beginning of this
so
year, and well, because it's you have streamers like
because
the
I miss the community. It was
it's a
so
lot of like
nice.
the WL community, which I don't. I mean,
Was
I
it?
have. It's like that's like a bunch of the. It's basically what I call kick streamers. Like it's the very. Yeah. I don't.
I mean, no offense, but I just can't.
I
Like
mean,
people ask me if
I
I'll
have like
stream on
I have a
Twitch. I
homie.
mean, Kick.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
have a homie who streams on Kick. More power to him, but I can't. Not for me. I'm a Twitch boy.
Yeah,
I can't.
me too. And Kick's just like I think the people that like frequent that site are just not the kind of people that I'm looking to be my fans.
Yeah, no, that's
Like
exactly. That's why I don't
it's
like.
like
I'm not a very opinionated person, and through like my content, like through my
mm,
YouTube videos, you probably can't tell like, oh, he probably has this opinion on this subject. But on
yeah,
Twitter, I'm a very different person. I'm very vocal on Twitter.
I'm
I
crying.
straight
Hmm.
like, but I'm very. I think I'm very outspoken about like I just don't fuck with Kick as a platform at all.
Me neither.
But you know, like it's a lot of streamers from that'll just the influence, right? So you have streamers like especially just I think Kai Cenat, like Jinxie and
Yeah,
Queso are like huge three right now.
gotcha.
Um
Okay, so streams on Kick? I thought he did it on Twitch.
no. And Kai streams on Twitch. I'm talking
Oh,
about just streaming in general, right? But
oh,
the
never mind.
three of them alone, just through like TikTok clips and all that, like I've just been
Yeah,
seeing
those guys
so
are
much
like,
more people getting into streamers. Like
hmm
it's the same thing as
yeah,
like 2020, like 2020 when everyone started streaming, everyone's
hmm
stuck inside. People are just picking up on
yeah.
streaming a lot more, and I think
I
that's
hope
really
so.
cool.
I need to get back into it. Oh,
I need to stream more. I
sucks.
gotta.
It's just like I guess the thing is like you like compare yourself because I used to be like at a certain point like I used to get like 20, 30 average viewers and now it's like 5, 10. But honestly,
Mhm.
I shouldn't be ungrateful, but it's like as like the numbers go up, you
Well,
kind of
imagine
hold yourself
yourself
to
in a room with
higher
five
standards.
to 10 people. Imagine yourself in a room
True.
talking to 5 or 10 people. I think that's a cool little exercise to like think
Mhm.
about. But
Yeah.
I guess I can't complain. There's been occasional periods of drop off in like my YouTube, but this
Yeah.
is definitely the best I've ever. Like this has already been my single greatest year for
Oh,
content of all time.
that's
I'm
awesome.
actually now when it crashes, I'm gonna feel a little sad. But
Exactly. It's
for
just
right
like when
now,
it crashes, you feel a little sad, but you
yeah,
can't let it get to you because that's just gonna like there are more important
yeah.
things, you
Well,
know?
this is the one thing I've
So,
said. This is the sort of thing I've told a lot of my friends who don't have exactly stellar upload schedules. Is that
mhm.
if all
Consistency.
you cared about was like the views and the and like just like the
Mhm.
statistics and everything, you guys wouldn't be here. Like I've been doing this for 6 years. If I
Mhm.
only cared about like making my money, getting all those views, I would have quit like
Yeah.
5 years ago when after a year
That's
and like
true.
nothing was happening. I'm like, well, it's over. But no, this is something I've been
Mhm.
wanting to do since fourth grade, so it's something I'm gonna stick
Yeah.
to and just continue to do, which
As you
includes
should. I feel the same
getting
way.
to know more people, more streamers, and then getting like
Yeah.
putting together events. And I
Yeah, that's
think
awesome. I want to put together an event sometime. I think that would be fun.
I
But
love I just love doing it. I love watching streamer events and I love doing streamer events. Like
mhm.
they're so much fun.
Yeah. I thought about, was it a really long time ago, back when I was like really on my streaming shit, I wanted to do a streamer event that was like, I wanted to do a spelling bee because I'm dyslexic
Mhm.
and in my stream, I was like just notoriously, I'm always like, but it was just like a joke, been bad at like spelling whatever, haha. So I was like, wouldn't it be so funny if I held my own spelling bee? Because like, oh, how silly, like a streamer spelling bee. I think like Mizkif did something like that, like
Yeah,
some sort
like
of like
school. Maybe it wasn't
spelling,
schools, but it was something like that. Yeah.
something like that. And I was like, that's kind of a good idea. But I'm like, I don't even know how to go about like the visuals, like turns green if right and turns red if wrong. How do I do that? I don't know. So I just kind of gave up.
I've been looking into it a lot more. And are you familiar with
Mhm.
Mogul Money and Austin shows The Price is Right? Or sorry,
Y-
oh my God,
I've
name your
I've heard
price.
of it, but I've never
Oh
watched.
Lord, forgive me. Name your price. I gotta get that right. I'm getting a copyright here. Um,
No.
so
Mhm. I
essentially, I
am
think I'm gonna be
familiar, but I've
doing
never
something like that.
watched.
I guess I'll announce. I can
Ooh,
fuck
that's
it. I
fun.
now I'll announce it now because no one watches the podcast anyways. This goes on the second channel. No one's peeping it. So
Let's
if
go.
anything, I'm gonna do a show. It's gonna be called Plugged In, just because the electric theme, right? So it's called Plugged
Mhm.
In, and it's gonna be sort of a mix between The Price is Right and like Monopoly. Or did I say fucking Monopoly? Jeopardy. Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
So like a lot of trivia and
Oh,
stuff. And
I
hell,
love The
hell, I may
Price
do
is
a spelling
Right.
bee. Thank you. You're gonna absolutely get crushed
Ooh,
now because
okay.
I'm doing a spelling
Yeah,
bee.
I
Good
will.
luck.
I will.
I love doing events though. Like I think
That's so fun.
because I look to streamers like Cutie Cinderella, all her events
Mhm.
and shit. Like
I
just
met her.
oh, that's sick.
Yeah,
That's I because
I did. And
I listen to
she gave me
podcasts
us
all the
two
time.
stickers.
That's
Hmm.
awesome. I because I listen to a lot of streamer
I,
podcasts, so I'm very invested in the scene. Like I
yeah.
got my Fear and Calendar, which is a podcast of
Mm,
Will Neff,
I'm,
Hassan, Austin, and Cutie. So that I'm very invested. I
yeah.
got like the Yard, Chuckle Sandwich.
Oh,
Like
I've seen clips from that, but I've never actually
I'm
watched
very
it.
invested in all the like the streamer podcasts. So
That's cool.
I'm in the paint. That's what I am. I'm in the paint. I know a lot about streaming and streaming communities. So I was like, well,
Hmm.
it's about time I put that to use, right? And
Yeah,
actually
that to
do
use.
events.
Yeah.
Which I think it's gonna be
Yes, that's
awesome.
fun. But I love streamer events. I did a few. I did like a Minecraft one, a crab game one. I did. What was it? What's it called? Weakest Link twice, and I won them both. I won the first like round, the first ever one, and then I think he did like seven more after that, and then every winner he got every winner to go again, and I won like the winner champion thing.
Mm.
And all I did was just like because everyone else kind of knew each other. Like I think my one thing that I regret doing during streaming is I just kept to my one friend group, and I did not branch out and make other friends as much. And that is like I really regret doing that, but like I didn't want to be like a social climber, you know what I mean? So I would just like make friends like as they kind of came upon me, but I wouldn't like,
It's definitely
but
what
maybe I
happened
should
in
have
my
pushed for it a
case.
little more. Yeah, maybe I should have pushed for it a little more, like trying to like become friends with people and like network and stuff, especially after TwitchCon. Like I made so many friends, but then I just kind of like they didn't really reach out. I didn't reach out. It's just like kind of, and then eventually they'll stop streaming, and then it's like kind of like I would still totally have them on stream, but it's like that's not a part of their life anymore. If
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense. I don't know, but what was it? I did that. That was really fun. But I just kind of kept to myself because everyone else knew each other, so they were like kind of like squabbling and fighting like for fun, and I was
Yeah.
just like, and
That
I
is
ended up winning just like kind of like
you kind of have to feel it out to
yeah.
see like, oh,
Hmm.
can I do bits here? Like is this a
Yeah,
like is
yeah,
it
and I
something that you
wasn't
really want
like
to do?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And then
you got to
I
find
also
it
went on
like the
yeah, I also went on like
balance.
what's it called? Like Ultimate Rock Paper Scissors. So it was like Mom's the host. I don't know. He used to do a lot of stuff on Twitch, but not really anymore. But he did like a rock paper scissors tournament with like a bunch of different like 50 different streamers, so many different
Oh my
streamers.
god.
And then I lost like two rounds in against Ant Frost. I like he just and then I met him at TwitchCon and I was like we have to go again because I
It's
was like
I
I know
need
it's
to get
crazy, right?
I just need to get to know more like, I just need to get to know more people, even if it's not people that I'm gonna be
Mhm.
like I don't think I'll find people that are gonna be like with the same levels like my YouTube friends that I've that I've got
Yeah.
like like fucking Polaroid photos with on my wall.
Mhm.
Like I don't think I'll ever
Yeah.
be, but like getting to know a lot more people and just being like we can make content. Like I think that'd be great. That'd be
Yeah.
fun. It's
I
definitely
know,
something I look forward to.
exactly. Well, if you go to VidCon, let me know because I want to try and go so we
I'm
can
absolutely I'm
meet up.
100% going to VidCon. It's gonna be so
Yes,
much
okay,
fun
I
because
have
I've
to
never
go.
been to
It's
I've
literally
never been
fallen
to
into the
events like
palm of my
this.
hands.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never been to events like this, and I'll definitely be in school too. I'm just have to be like, I need to make sure.
I'm gonna skip a
See, if
day,
it's three
whatever.
days, I'll probably be there for 5 days. I'll probably go day before
Mhm.
and then leave day after, because I can definitely
Yeah.
stay where I'm going for 5 days. So
Mhm.
I'll probably be there for like a 5 day period. I'm just gonna have to make sure like I probably won't tell my school what I'm doing because that might be. I'll just be like, I'm getting all my as long as I get all my
Mhm.
schoolwork done. I'm like, who's gonna complain?
Yeah, true. And if it's remote, like how would they ever
Yeah,
know?
who do they know? Well, actually, it's like there are still classes like it's like virtual meetings and they record the meetings and it's like
Ah,
type up
ooh.
what happened in the meeting. But it got to the point
Ah.
last semester where I'm like, I do it's like a 2 hour recording, right? And I just blip through time codes and I see what's on screen and I
Mhm.
just type out like, yeah, we did this. One sentence was good enough for me. And I
Fair
got a
enough. Yeah.
I
What was
got a
it
3.8 GPA
during
last
like?
year.
Wow. Oh my
Fucking killing
gosh.
it.
You do not want to
I
know my
get
high
paid
school
money.
GPA.
I get paid money. They send me checks.
Oh, to do it
Yeah,
like the
yeah, or
school?
it's like financial support checks
Oh.
or financial aid checks
Hmm.
that pay for my tuition,
Yeah,
and
I
then
was gonna
whatever's
do
left,
that.
they send me that. So I'm bagging
Mhm.
about $1,600 a semester.
Wow, that's nice. I was going to do that, but then I decided to go with the hairstyling route thing. We
Mm,
can miss up to like a month, I think, like straight or scattered about without getting like in trouble too much. But it's like when you for hairstyling, you have to have like a certain amount of hours, if that makes sense. So
mm,
like if you each day is about like 7 hours of practice. So most days you have to do like 1,200 to 1,500 hours. So it's like a year.
uh,
So if you miss like a day, that's like 7 hours, your like graduation date gets like pushed back another day, if that makes sense. Like
uh,
once you reach those hours, then you get to graduate. It's not like high school or college, like you get to graduate on the same day as everyone else. Like
right.
you graduate at different times, if that makes sense. And you
Yeah,
can
it's a little
start whenever you want. So
okay.
I could start going to school in December or March if I want to, but I just want to do it in September like everyone else.
Mm.
So
I forget what days. I believe
I'm
it's
excited.
VidCon's like what the 10th. I remember
Friday,
it's
Saturday,
surrounding
Sunday.
my friend Randy's
Oh.
birthday, which is why he can't go.
Mm-hmm.
But also he's not one for
Let me
events, so
see. Let
whatever. He's too
me
busy
look it up real
being in
quick.
Harlem.
'Cause I kind of want to know. But yeah, I should buy my ticket soon because I'm gonna regret it.
I didn't know tickets
Um,
were for sale. I need to actually get on that right now.
I was getting ads for it for like for a long time. I've been like,
Oh,
no,
I'm
God.
completely off guard. I need to very much look into that because I do enjoy going to events, and I think
The
as long as I can
26th to the
operate,
29th.
26th to
So it's at the
29th,
end of September. Hmm.
easy. Okay, easy enough. I'll be in school and I'll be like,
Yeah.
actually, well, 26. I forget if my school starts in August or September. If it starts in
Let's
September, it'll
see.
be like the beginning of the semester, and I can just kind of bullshit my way through it, so I'll be
Mhm.
fine.
True. Yeah. It's like whatever, and you miss a little something, and be like, make a little
My
excuse,
bad.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
For not Anaheim. That already happened, Bree. VidCon. But yeah, I think VidCon Baltimore. Let me look real quick. I'm pretty sure it's like 100 something bucks for it.
For 3 days,
Which
honestly,
I should
that's
have
not
gotten it
too crazy.
earlier.
That's not too terrible, if
No,
anything.
it's better than TwitchCon. So much better. Especially since I'm so lucky that it's near me, so I won't have to pay for stupid flying.
Yeah,
How much? How much?
I'm definitely driving. It's only
I
Baltimore's only like a 6 hour drive. I can make that. I've done it before. I did it
Yeah.
when I was 17. That was just me on my own, just driving to
Oh
Baltimore.
wow. Yeah, I made a what was it? I just started driving a year ago. I made a drive, yeah, down to North Carolina actually,
Hmm.
which was like I think 8 hours, 7 hours from me ish. So I made that so I can make it 1 hour. Fine.
Yeah.
Trying to find the price. Come on. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Day
She's
two,
checking
day
prices. Oh
one.
my god.
Yeah. Community track 2029. I am literally so confused.
Let me
What?
look up the website.
28th to 29th. This is 2 days. This is one day. I want all three
VidCon
days. Oh,
Baltimore.
please don't tell me 3 days is sold
Oh,
out
buy
already.
tickets. Buy tickets. Buy tickets.
There's a creator track, and then I'm gonna do
Industry track
community track.
3.5 day, $725, baby.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry, I don't know
let's
if you
see.
heard that. Community track. I want community track.
Okay,
It's
so
2 days? I thought it was 3 days.
it's 2 day. It's 2 day.
Oh. What the heck? Wait, did I just... Am I, like, dumb? 26th to the 29th.
26th, but community track.
But community track is only 2 days.
Hold on, what does this
I
give
don't
me?
understand
Let me hit
this.
the plus icon.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Okay. Panels, expo halls. So maybe like the expo halls and everything is available 28th and the 29th.
Oh, gotcha. I think the industry
Because if you look at
track...
the industry track, I think that's...
Mhm.
Let's see. Industry only sessions, which are the 26th and the 27th. So that's what it
Ooh,
is.
gotcha. Okay, so...
So the
All right,
28th and the
classes. I'm
29th.
just... All right. That's fine. Then I won't have to miss a day of school. Sounds
Easy.
good to me, I guess. So it's $140. Damn, it went up another $20. Sorry,
140.
someone's doing fireworks.
Oh,
I don't know if you can hear
that's
that.
the creator track.
Oh, wait. Dude,
The
I am
the
dumb
regular
as
one's
hell.
115. The community track.
Okay.
What is the difference? What's the creator track? Oh, I'm a creator. Ooh.
Yeah, let's check it out. That's 140
Discounted
for creator.
VidCon demand subscription? No, thank you. Top creators and experts leading creator track panels, workshops, networking, and more.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I don't know if I would... I don't know.
Nah,
I am
fuck
not
that.
really
Yeah,
into creator.
I'm just gonna get the community track, whatever, dog.
All right. Sorry, I'll look at this later.
Yeah. Let me
But
minimize that tab.
that confused me a little bit. I'm so sorry. I was so confused about the days. That's weird. But, like, I get it.
So it's a 2 day
little
con. Not
industry.
nothing
A
crazy.
little.
Nothing crazy. This will be fun.
Okay.
I've never been to like a big con before. Not like this.
Mhm.
Like being with seeing
Yeah.
people that like, oh,
TwitchCon
these are
was my
people that
first
are also
con.
doing the same thing I'm doing.
Yeah, it's so fun. It is so
Yeah,
fun.
I would say TwitchCon
Oh my
must have
god.
been.
I don't know if you can hear that.
I can't. TwitchCon
Okay,
must
there's
have been
someone
insane, though.
doing fireworks outside.
It's the 11th.
But yes,
It's July 11th.
what? Still 7-Eleven. Everyone's celebrating 7-Eleven.
True.
Huh?
I woke up to a cannon boom this morning.
Oh
It was
my gosh.
thunderstorming. But oh my gosh. Been going
I think
for
it rained
about
last
an
night for me
hour.
actually.
I think there's supposed to be
But
like
yes,
a
it's so
big
excited for
tropical
VidCon.
storms. No, I don't have a
Oh
set time
no.
that podcasts go. I don't have like a set time. Last
Oh
podcast
yeah,
I think
sure.
went for like an hour 20. Our
hmm
podcast, episode 1 went for like an hour 20, hour 30.
hmm
Podcast 2 went for like 45 minutes. I don't have a set
Gotcha.
time. I'm just talking.
But
I
me
suppose
too.
with you there's a lot more stuff to talk about because we've never talked before. So there's a lot more
That's true.
like
That's true.
space, I think. So you
hmm
said you watch a lot of TV shows and movies. Are you keeping up with like a lot of TV shows, like current TV shows at the moment?
Not particularly. I don't know. I'm definitely. Gosh, what have I
I
been
mean, I'm no
watching recently?
connoisseur
Actually, I
or
just.
anything,
Mhm.
but because I keep up with like I still have to watch an episode of The Boys. The Boys came out,
Yeah,
and then I'm watching The Acolyte, which is it's not very good, but
I've never
whatever.
heard
It's
of
a
that.
Star Wars show. Uh,
hmm
and then I've just recently started watching House of the Dragon so I can catch up to season 2. Because I watched Game of
Gotcha.
Thrones years ago,
That's.
and I really fuck with it.
Oh, I've never. I don't know. I'm not really into like Game of Thrones. The Boys, my brothers like it, but it's just like. And I'm gonna sound like such a loser for this, but I just don't like really violent ass shit. It just kind of like makes me like a little sad. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just not gonna watch it.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
don't
find a
know.
good. You gotta find violence that has meaning. Like you can't just be like
True,
first
yeah.
episode a girl gets ran through by a speedster. Like literally he just runs through through her body. Insane opener.
I don't know. I'm very, what's it? I'm not great with like gore stuff. I don't know. I'm
Mm.
just like,
Which
I'm
to be fair,
such
my
like a
favorite
like,
piece of media of all time is like it's a very dark story, but I love it so much. It's Berserk. It's a manga. I have it tattooed on me. I have a
oh,
symbol
I
from
think
it
one of
like
my brothers
marked
reads
tattooed
that.
on me.
Oh,
It's the
wow.
best. I fucking
Hmm.
love it so much. Just because of its
hmm
theme. I got the tattoo after the creator died. But now I need
Oh,
to
wow.
find. I consume a lot of media, mainly YouTube, obviously,
Yeah, me
and
too.
like streams. But I try my best to read a lot. Really doesn't
hmm
matter what I read, but I try to get my words. I don't go to like Barnes and Noble, sitting there for like an hour. and just because I'm not paying for the books. Fuck that. Just go
Wow.
in there, find a corner.
True. I always thought about doing that. I'm like, I need to like read at Barnes and Noble
They've
and just like
never
chill.
they've never talked like they never like said, hey, they never hit me with that. So I'm like,
Like, what are you doing?
yeah,
I
reading.
should do that. I should do
It's a
that.
bookstore in it, so yeah, it's fun.
Literally. Listen, I just finished so I was one of those kids that wasn't allowed to watch TV as a kid. So
Mm.
I never like got to watch like Nickelodeon, like Disney Channel,
Not
anything like that.
Nickelodeon.
So no, not Mickey Mouse, not
I
SpongeBob,
thought you meant like adult, like Adult Swim at night, maybe like some Robot Chicken,
no,
Family Guy type shit. Nothing.
nothing. Nothing. Pretty much nothing. The only time I would watch TV was occasionally like at my grandparents' house. Like my nona sometimes would just have like TV on, but we didn't have cable when I was a kid, so like
Mm,
we weren't allowed to, but also we just didn't have it. So like,
yeah,
But what was I gonna say? So I recently watched Avatar: The Last Airbender because people have been telling me to watch it for the
it's
longest
goat.
time, and
It's goat.
I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll like be able to like understand it because like it's a kid show and I'm like so old now, but I
No,
loved it
dude,
so much.
it's for everybody.
It is
It's for
dope.
everybody. It's
It
insane.
was amazing. I like cried so much. I was like, what happened to like I did watch shows when I was a kid like occasionally, but like I was like, what? Maybe it's just like that I'm older, so I just don't get it. But I don't know what kids TV
Nah,
shows are
man,
like now.
you
But
just
some of them
gotta.
are so in
There's like
depth, like
Bluey.
so meaningful.
Like
What was
Bluey
it? I have
seems
a
like it's
little
Bluey seems like it goes hard for no reason.
Bluey actually kind of goes hard. My little brother, he's 6. He watches Bluey occasionally, and sometimes it's like really like touching, and it like
Yeah,
teaches
like
these
it
like
seems cool.
lessons that I never even thought needed to be taught. And I was like, oh my god,
Yeah,
wow, it's kind of
like
like profound. What
Avatar,
the
I
heck?
have all 3 books on my
Mm,
shelf there because I've made a business in the last since like December of collecting like
mm,
old TV shows because I never watched Avatar as a kid either. I watched it in 2020 when it came
mm,
out on Netflix. But I've been collecting
yeah.
like discs and stuff for my CRT, which is right here. It's like a
Mm.
95 like
Oh,
4:3 TV that
that's so cool.
I bought, and I've been burning discs recently to put. I put like whole Toonami blocks. If Do you know what
Mm.
Toonami is?
No, I
It
don't actually.
was it aired on Cartoon Network / Adult Swim in like the 2000s, where they
Mm-hmm.
just like English dubbed anime. Just and
Mm-hmm.
so it's like that's where like a lot of 90s kids where they learned to like Dragon Ball Z, Yu Hakusho, Sailor Moon, and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
They got that from Toonami. So I've taken whole blocks from it, put it on a DVD, and put it on my TV, which is so cool.
Whoa,
Because I've
that
never
is
saw
so
it as a kid
cool.
either. I mean, I'd catch like Robot Chicken as a
Mm.
kid, which I really should not have, but
Yeah, I
it
don't. I've
is.
heard of Robot Chicken. I've never watched it. What was
It's
it
an
say?
interesting watch. It's
Yeah,
cool.
I don't know.
I was a
I
Cartoon
watched,
Network
and
kid
then
though, or
after
Boomerang.
Avatar, I definitely like did watch some like Cartoon Network. Like it was a decent amount. What show did I like on Cartoon Network? Oh gosh, Gumball. I loved Gumball. I
Goat
tried my
status.
very
Goat
best to
status.
watch as much of it as I could.
I've been making my way solidly through Adventure Time, like
I
trying to
really still want to
get through
watch
all of
that.
it.
I've never watched it, but I just feel like is it how long is it? It seems a bit long.
7 seasons, but to be fair, the episodes are like 10 minutes
Okay, that's
long,
not bad
so
then.
like 10.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm. Oh, also Steven Universe. I like Steven
I
Universe.
was so
I
big into
ended up
Steven Universe as a
like
kid, even though I
yeah,
only know like the first season. Like I don't know very much about it in any case, but I was
mhm.
really big on it
I
in
ended
the
up
its
finding like a
original
way
airing.
to I ended up finding like a way to watch it like on my I think little tablet at the time or something like that because I wasn't want to watch on the TV.
Mm.
But and then after I watched Avatar recently, I also just got through The Legend of Korra too because
Mhm.
I just like wanted to check it out.
Okay. I have to ask. Okay, because
Yeah.
motherfuckers hate Korra for no reason. I don't
I
get it.
don't hate Korra. Okay, so,
I mean,
well, first of
obviously, we
all,
can say it's not you. No one going into Korra expecting it to be as good as the original series. Okay, no one's
hmm,
expecting that,
yeah,
but it's not
I
that
think
bad.
no, it's really not. I was talking about that at one point. It's like Korra is annoying in the beginning, but she's supposed to be because she's like kind of arrogant, like she hasn't seen the world. You know what I mean? Like she thinks that she knows everything, but she doesn't. And she has, but like people hate her because they hate to see kind of like a rambunctious, like overconfident dare I say, overconfident woman. Because, like, think of like Luffy or Naruto, they have the same goddamn attitude, but people don't. hate them. I
Mhm.
hate Naruto and Luffy. I no offense. In the beginning, they just annoy me
They're
because
just
they're like, I
shitheads.
can
That's
do
kind of, yeah, that's
anything.
kind of the
They're
but
shitheads.
that's exactly how Korra is.
All three of them, yes, all three of them are shitheads, but I feel like people just like hate to see it when like it's like a girl. And then she obviously learns throughout, and then she's like, oh god, like I don't know everything, and the world is actually terrifying, and like and people are like constantly like scrutinizing her, this, that. And then she goes through season three arc with like Zahir and like gets like
That's
traumatized for life. And
actually so fucking that the whole Zahir arc is so cool. I think season 3 might
it
be
was so
the best
cool.
part.
Season one was like because like I had a problem with season one because it was like there were the equalists like oh they're bad but like low key I was like well they kind of got a point because
Yeah,
like
what's the guy's
I
name?
don't
Amon.
like
I fuck with Amon because
yeah
his voice is the same as Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop. So I just love that. But
oh ooh, I need to watch that. I really need to watch that. But like I was like they kind of have a point. Like if people with like these bender powers are like beating on people who don't, like that is not fair. You know what I mean? But then like he was like unmasked, then he was like oh exposed, and then he just ran away. And I was like, oh, like obviously he was doing bad things for his cause, but I was like, I think it was somehow like deep down like kind of like a good cause though, because like,
mhm.
you know, I think
bad
maybe it should be
good
recognized. I
cause,
don't
bad
know.
intentions
Yeah,
like
like
that,
I
and then he fucking
yeah.
kills himself. Like it's oh okay.
And then his brother kills him in the that was just a little bit
Yeah,
like okay. Like
season
I thought he was supposed to be the big bad,
yeah,
like and it was just kind of like
book two is a little stinky. Book two is it's a little. I mean, it's. I think it's.
mm,
I think it's my least favorite
yeah.
one out of all of
Book two
them.
was hard as well. That's why I was like a very like because he was like I'm bad. I want to like awaken
The
the bad
dark
spirit
avatar.
type. I want to be the dark avatar because why? There was no reason. I don't know if he ever had a reason. So it was really weird. But book three was very good. I thought it was really
Book
good.
three is so good.
And I think it shows like and then in season four she's all she's really beaten down, she's like struggling to get back to how she was, and I think it shows how like and she can't connect with her old self, like she doesn't feel how she used to be. It's like it shows how like really great trauma can make you feel like you're not yourself, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
I was like I thought it was so profound. I was like wow, this is actually really good. Like it obviously wasn't the first like Avatar show,
No,
and it will never be. And like I didn't really like the dynamics between all the
the
characters. Like I
characters
didn't
definitely were
care.
not as good, except for Corin
No, I didn't. Yeah,
and I like Korra more than Aang as a character. But who's
fair enough.
you know
Honestly, I kind of agree a little bit. Like she was definitely a little more intrigued, but also like Aang. Like I would love to see more of him as an adult. Like
which we're about to like next year we have the movie coming out.
oh yeah, yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about that. But like I like her. I don't think she's that bad. Like yeah, she was arrogant, but like she learned. Like I think that's awesome. And I well, I don't remember what I was gonna say, but yeah, I wasn't obviously as attached to like her like side friends as much as I was to, like
No,
Katara and
not
like
at all.
Sokka.
I do not
Sokka's
care for
my
Mako or
favorite.
Bolin. Like they're
Not really.
cool.
Like
Actually,
they're
Mako, I
cute,
don't really care for Bolin. He's kind of cool. Bolin's cool.
silly,
Asami,
and
she's cool.
she's cute. I like her. She's pretty. Like you know, but like me and Korra, I don't know. She's pretty. We share a type because I was like, dang. But
Asami,
also
oh my god.
I think she was the most interesting out of them with like the dad, like, oh my dad, evil. Like it was like very cliche, but
Mhm.
I still liked it. But I cared for Aang's like group a lot more than their group for
Absolutely.
sure. For
Yeah, it
sure.
was
Their dynamic was better. Because
Korra
they
got
like
back
made
by
up for
season
each.
4. That's why Korra was so beat down by season 4. She like her back was fucked up from
Mm.
carrying the whole show.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh.
Like
That is
it's
so
terrible.
true. But like with Aang's little group, like they kind of like counteracted for each other's strengths and weaknesses. Like, one's a healer, one's like a fighter strategist. Or like Katara's like healer, she's like emotionally like smart. Sokka's like more of a leader type. He's not maybe as emotionally like intelligent as a sister, but he's strategist. Like Aang's, he's just the avatar and he's got
Mhm.
all his
He's the
many
fucking
cool
avatar.
things. He's a fucking
Aang's
avatar,
definitely
and
the
he
reactionary
has
character. Like he's a character
yeah,
who reacts to everything happening around him, as
hmm
opposed to being the
and he
one to
has
drive
like
it.
incredible like empathy, and he carries like this like weight of like his people all died, and like he's the last Airbender of like this such an interesting like awful like sad backstory, and then Toph's like like sort of like the I don't
And
know,
Toph's the best character,
strong
and we
man
can't
of
and
the
we can't
group.
and we can't
She's awesome.
and we can't
She's
not say that.
funny. No, she's awesome. She's funny. She's like the more like strong man, and she can see like things that the others don't, but they also see things that she can't see. Like, and they kind
It's
of
upside
balance
down,
each
isn't it?
other out. What is? I don't. Did I flip that around?
No, no, it's the scene. No, it's the scene from where they're putting up the Appa Lost posters, and she's like, why can't
Oh
I
yeah,
do
they're
it?
like
Because she said that she puts it and it's against the wall. She's like, it's upside down, isn't it?
yes. I know, and
Toph's
she's
just
so
such a
funny.
good
All her jokes
character.
are just like
It's so
it's
fucking
such
good.
a good character, and like they just really like worked well together. Like you know what I mean? And Cora, they didn't really make up for each other's strengths and weaknesses that much. Like they just didn't click as much. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I can let it go.
Hey, but fuck, what's his name? Guy voiced by J.K. Simmons. I forget his name.
Oh,
The Airbender dude, Aang's son. I forgot
oh,
his name.
oh, Tenzin. Love him. Great character.
Tenzin. We love
10 out of 10
Tenzin.
character.
Oh, he's
I
so
love him
cool.
very much. He's a really good, very interesting character. Definitely 10 out of 10. I really liked. I wish we got more of like the siblings together though. That would have been
Yeah.
nice.
Let's see. You got
Hmm.
Avatar. What's some other like classic shows that I know? Because I was just exclusively Cartoon Network. So I grew up watching like Batman the animated
Yeah.
series, which is GOAT status, obviously. Batman
Mhm.
Beyond, any of the, like the DCAU
I've
stuff, I
never
love.
seen
Like
them.
Justice League
I am more
Unlimited.
of a DC fan than Marvel for sure, but
I was
I'm
absolutely
not really into
entirely
superheroes.
I was entirely DC as a kid, and then I
Mhm.
was I've never been a Marvel guy. I've been a Spider-Man guy. Like I've got my 3 posters
It's
of
awesome.
the Raimi movies that I put up last week, even though I've had them since I
Mhm.
saw the movies months ago.
Mhm.
And then I got my little Spider-Man section on my shelf, which I'm gonna make a video about sometime soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like a video going down
Mhm.
my shelf. It's like the top shelf is manga, the shelf
Oh,
below
that's
that
cool.
it's like my DVDs and vinyls or CDs and vinyls
Mhm.
because I love collecting music. And then I got that section which is my DVDs, PS2 games because beside my TV I have a PS2, and then my Spider-Man
Oh,
section collection.
Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man's awesome. Yeah, Spider-Man like outbeats in like coolness than the others, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
I don't. He's
obviously.
just more interesting. I don't know. But
Is it
also, I
crazy
don't
that
really
they were
know about
supposed to
the
release
others.
the other Spider-Verse movie this year? This was released like months ago.
Yeah, I remember. And then they're like, and I remember I saw it in the theaters. It was like next one coming in 2024, right?
2020, yeah,
Or
2024.
2025?
No, it's 20 because
And I was like, there is no way they're
Beyond the
getting that done by
Spider-Verse. Yeah.
2024.
No,
I was
because
like, there's no
you
damn
would have
way.
figured walking to the theater like, oh, they've already like
Mhm.
they're already in production, like this thing's getting made. And then the voice actors of the
Yeah.
movie said, we haven't recorded lines for it yet. I'm like, oh, they're not getting it done. Oh, okay.
Oh gosh. But yeah, I remember seeing at the end of the movie, it was like coming next in 2024. I was like, they're not getting that shit done. Like, there's no way.
Which Into
Like,
the Spider-Verse is still genuinely one of my favorite movies of all time. Like
so
the
good.
first
I
one,
took
it's
way too long to
right.
see that. I watched that on stream actually. Um,
Like
it's like you can't technically do it on.
I would say,
So I had like the audio on my
mm,
stream, and then you had to join my Discord and watch it in Discord if you wanted to like actually watch it, just so I wouldn't
okay,
like get taken down.
right.
So yeah, like didn't
Oh,
watch it. Like
do
we
you
watched it
VOD
in
your streams?
Discord.
I was been meaning to ask
Oh, I do. I
because I
do
have an
most of
entire
them. There's
VOD channel
definitely.
dedicated to like all my VODs.
Oh, I don't have like a YouTube channel for it, but they're all so like my little life hack for saving your streams. So after 2 months, they disappear off your thing, but if you go back and you
I keep
highlight the
mine to
whole
2 weeks, but
stream
yeah.
and then save it. Oh, I think I don't know. I don't know if it's like a
And
I don't
mine's
know.
2 weeks.
Mine saved
I'm pretty sure I
for
can
two
change it to
months.
two
I don't
months,
know why.
but I know there's a lot of
Oh,
methods.
maybe I changed it.
Yeah. Well, what I
But anyway,
do
you just
is
highlight it and you save
yeah,
the highlight to your channel.
the highlight
That's
method.
what I do.
There's immediately after stream, I'll just export it to YouTube. Like I'll just export it to my VOD channel
I should do
and do
that.
that. Or you could just record the entire stream and then post that as VOD.
Mm,
That's if you want like really high
yeah,
quality, but I
too
don't.
much
No one watches
storage.
it anyway, so I don't care for that.
Yeah, but it's like good to have like the little thing. But there are definitely some streams that I didn't save in the past, and I'm so sad I regret it.
There is
I just like forgot.
there's actually one that it's like if I had an iceberg dedicated to my lord, this is like bottom of the iceberg shit. is I did a one of my
Yeah.
first I think my first ever stream that I had a webcam on for was a Fall Guys
Mm-hmm.
stream from late 2020, like August of 2020. And in it,
Mm-hmm.
my now roommate Tanner, he says, just I don't and we do not know the context and we do not know anything, but the whole clip is, and it's at the end of my Fall Guys video that I released in 2020, and it's of him
Mm-hmm.
going, "Well, I don't have anything against the gays, but," and then it cuts, and we don't know what he said after. Nobody remembers.
What? He doesn't remember?
No one remembers, and that has
Oh
plagued us.
gosh.
That has plagued us for years, and I'm so remorseful that I don't have the
Maybe
VOD
he's
of that
pretending
stream.
not to know.
We
Maybe he's
don't
pretending
know.
not to
We
know.
don't know what he had against the gays.
But
We don't know.
oh my
We have no
god.
clue.
Do you have that? Do you have that first clip saved where he's like
I have
about
the
to say
clip,
it, or
but
not
I
even
must have
that?
cut it off perfectly because we don't know.
That is so funny. That kind of like makes it even funnier though.
It does, but it's oh my! If I ever get to a question to like a machine or like an omnipotent being that goes, I can answer one question you have about anything. What did he say
Yeah.
about the gays? That's it. I don't care. I need to
I need
find
to
out. I
know.
have to know.
I'm crying. That is so funny.
Mm. What is your favorite movie? If you're a movie person, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Ooh.
I have two answers, but I have
I
a
always have
real answer
trouble.
and then like a cool answer.
Trouble. I feel like I just was talking about my favorite movies. The one that pops into my head first is I don't know. There's so many. There's so many cool movies. There has to be another. I
Okay,
don't
hold on. Okay,
know.
I'll give you my answers first. So if
Yeah.
we're technically, if I really want to appreciate like quality and just completely artistic integrity, Everything Everywhere All at Once is such a cool movie. It's incredible,
Yeah, that was a good
and they
movie.
made it in Premiere Pro, which is the editing program I use. I don't know how they had made it in
Really?
Premiere Pro. I have no clue how they pulled that shit off because
That's
my shit
crazy.
freezes
That
when
is
I do
so.
a subtitle. But whatever. Um,
That's insane.
but it's a really good movie.
Mhm.
But if I'm being really honest, when in 2020 lockdown, obviously I've been playing piano for like a couple of years up to that point. Never learned formally. I
I love
have like
piano.
perfect pitch, so I can just kind of play it by ear. But
Oh wow, that's
I
really
had no
cool.
interest in like any other instruments. Nothing really. In
Hmm.
2020, I watched a movie called Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and that
That
is
was a good movie. I watched that really late, but it was a good
it is
movie. I
unironic.
liked
It's
it.
my
I
favorite
hate
movie of
Scott
all
though.
time. The opening scene where they play
Mhm.
where they just like it's because I'd never even heard music like that up until that point, like that garage
Hmm.
punk aesthetic. Never heard that before in my
Yeah.
life. That actually changed me as a person, and
Really?
now I've been
Huh.
playing guitar and like bass and drums for years now. Like it changed me. It started me on my
That's so
music thing.
cool.
Like I think I want to do this actually.
Wow. I used to play the drum. It was so fun.
And now it's
And the
got me into like
xylophone.
my whole music thing where I've got like collecting a bunch of music and I know a bunch of bands and shit and I go to
Hmm.
shows all the time. Like
That's
Scott
cool.
Pilgrim legitimately
Yeah.
started that for me, so it has
I
to be the
love Scott
goat.
Pilgrim. I don't like Scott though. He's annoying. I know you're
No
not
one
supposed to like him.
should like
And I don't.
Scott.
Hate him.
No one should look at Scott Pilgrim and be like he's just like me for real.
So annoying.
He should not be like you for real.
No, he should not. He should not. He annoys me. He just annoys me so bad. But what was it? I watched the Netflix Scott Pilgrim, but I didn't finish it. But I need to
I'm like
finish it.
2 or 3 episodes in, and it's crazy because of how much I love Scott Pilgrim, both the original comic
Mm-hmm.
and the movie, that I haven't watched the anime.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I have time.
I
I
know. I
literally
need
have
to
time.
finish
Like
it.
I'm probably after podcast wraps, I'm gonna go watch The Boys. But I need to just force myself to finish Scott Pilgrim. Like it's right here. I need to finish it.
Yeah. I know. Me too.
I have it
Ugh.
completely legally obtained in a folder on my computer that I can just watch because I don't pay for a Netflix subscription.
Fair enough. Was it Netflix? Is okay. Before I go on my little tangent, I think one of my favorite movies that pops in my head is Nope. I thought that movie was
Nope is
really
really
good.
good. So you like it
It
more like
was
Get Out?
so good. I actually have never seen that. I need to see it,
I think
but
that whole
I've not seen
trilogy
it.
goes like hand in hand with each other. Like they
Oh,
all
is it trilogy?
carry. It's not they're not connected by anyway unless I think,
Oh,
but it's it's Jordan Peele, right? Same director. Um,
mm-hmm.
so
Oh, I
it
didn't know
goes
that.
Get Out, Nope, and then I believe Us.
I've not. I just saw Nope. It was just so good.
Nope
I
is
definitely need to watch the
phenomenal.
end because I can't remember, but it was just so good, so interesting, so like original. I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, like everything. I was just so So like, but like, and there wasn't like it wasn't like crazy action,
No.
oh craziness happening every second. But I was still on the edge of my seat, like so terrified by this like thing, and then the thing with like the shoe, like it was just very like
Yeah.
it's like how like some things can like be like, oh, this is like out of the ordinary or peculiar, and sometimes it just happens. Like it doesn't actually mean anything deeper. Like things can just be a coincidence, and like that's just so because I always like I'm kind of one of those people that are like, oh, I'll look for meaning in things that just like really aren't there. You
Uh-huh.
know what I mean? I was just like, I just thought it was like so freaking cool. Oh
Yeah,
my
which are you
gosh.
super into thrillers at all?
Yeah, I do like throws. I just like I definitely watch them like very spread apart because like that will like stress me out.
Does
I'm
that
very
go in
like
turn to horror movies? Because I have a very
yes, I like
interesting
horror movies too, but they just stress me out. I'm very like
so
anxiety sort of
like the
OCD, so I get really stressed out when I see this
I
stuff. Yeah.
didn't know that I get stressed out in movies until I watched Parasite. Have you
Mhm.
seen Parasite?
No, I haven't.
It's the
I need to
Korean
watch more
movie
movies.
from I think 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I watched it and it's a thriller movie, right? But
Mm-hmm.
it has the scariest scene I've ever seen in a movie in it. The
Oh
scariest
gosh.
like it legitimately freaked me the fuck out. And I'm fine on horror movies, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't go to my way to watch horror movies at all. And I wasn't expect
Yeah, me
that's that see
neither.
that's what it was. I wasn't expecting to watch a scary scene, right? This is a thriller movie
Mm-hmm.
because it's a scene where it's like there's a guy squatting in the house and he comes up the stairs and like the rain, it's like the rain soft in the background, and then as his head comes above the staircase, like you only see like his eyes above, and he has like weird looking fucking eyes, and the rain picks up.
Mm-hmm.
It freaked me out so bad. It actually scared me, but it's
Oh really?
incredible.
That's it, just the eyes? Okay, I thought you were gonna say like he peeks above and then the rest of his body is
No,
like
no, no, no.
cut off.
It's not like a jump scare. No jump scare at
Oh.
all.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
oh my, it just scared me so bad. It's
I'll have to
so
see it. I'll
crazy.
have to see it.
It's
I'm
so
sure I'll
crazy.
understand when I see.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, it's
interesting.
crazy.
I
I love that movie.
recently I definitely need to watch more like
I
me.
can't
I'm
watch it
like
ever again. I don't think I could
fair
stand
enough.
watching it ever again. Like I think my heart will I'll die if I watch that movie again. Like I
Yeah.
learned from that movie like I don't think I like thrillers. That I my heart rate is
Yeah,
accelerated.
me
I'm going to
neither.
die a couple years earlier.
No, literally, that's how I feel. I know. I recently watched. I don't know if it was a. I don't think it's a thriller, but I recently watched. Was it Challengers that just came out? It's actually pretty good. I liked
Is it
it.
the
It's not bad.
tennis? Is it the tennis?
Yeah, the tennis one.
Yeah. I
Yeah, it
haven't seen
was
it. I
pretty
don't
good.
know.
I don't know. I like don't know how to like explain without going like super uber into depth to it, but it was good. I liked it.
Hmm.
I would recommend it.
There's the one that just came out about like the or not. It just didn't just come out. It's like 2 months ago, maybe at this point.
Mm,
I don't keep up with any of this, so I don't watch it either. But it's like
mm.
what's it called? It's got the stalker. Like this girl's stalking this guy, but apparently it wasn't true, or apparently it was like very misconstrued based on a real story. Whatever it was.
Oh,
It's called Deer, Baby Deer, or something like
Baby
that.
Reindeer.
Baby
Oh,
Reindeer.
I watched. Oh, I watched that.
Oh,
I was not prepared for how insane. Like, oh my god, it was crazy. And the guy who played the guy, it's his story. Like it happened to
mm.
him. Like it was. I don't know. I was it like. Did the girl end up
I think. Well,
being?
see,
I don't know.
I think
Apparently,
they ended
like
up
she
finding
was
whoever the girl was
interviewed.
supposed to
Yeah, they
be,
did.
and then she's like,
Mm-hmm.
"No, that's not me." Like he was a fucking weirdo or whatever,
But like the
something like
weirdest.
that.
I don't know. Cause like I'm not sure. Like maybe he lied about maybe, but it's like I don't know. The way that she was portrayed in the movie is almost exactly the way, like in the beats and everything, she like talks from her life. And there's also like email proof. So it's like I'm inclined to believe
Mm-hmm.
him, but like who knows? You never know, you know? But like it was so incredible. Really, really like it depicted like these really heavy topics like in a really true and interesting way. I just thought it was incredible. And then also it definitely raised awareness for like essay against men
Mm-hmm.
and like men's mental health. Like I think a lot of like charities kind of like had like a spike in after that. I just thought it was like hopefully I don't hope it like it was awful. Like it was like
Yeah.
so hard to watch. It was hard to watch. But like it was really good. And I'm not sure I say like, oh, hopefully it did happen. Hopefully he's not lying because that
Mm-hmm.
would really suck. But I think it definitely did like leaps and bounds for like people, for men and women who have like gone through things like that, especially like men that like it's like you shouldn't like be quiet about what that thing that happened to you, or like, oh, suck it up because you're a man, because like I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah,
I
obviously.
think it did a really good job for
Mhm.
portraying like what it's like to go through that. I don't know. Oh, it was really good, but it was just so hard to watch. Oh my god.
I think that's a
But I
purpose
liked it. It
media
was
like
good.
movies and shows should like serve,
Yeah.
is to spread awareness
Mm-hmm.
while not like
Yeah.
making sacrifices in like the story to bring across that message. If you can tell
Mm-hmm.
an amazing story and bring like that message, incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think
Yeah,
that's
I know.
yeah.
But it was so good. It was amazing. I loved it so much. But
I need to watch more movies, I
mm,
suppose. I never go to the theaters. I go to the
so do
theaters to
I.
watch like
So
last
expensive.
movies I saw was the Spider-Man movies, which I drove an hour and a half to see 3 Mondays in a
Oh
row.
wow.
I mean, it was a great
Uh,
theater and I paid $5 for the ticket, so I didn't really
that's
care. But and then
wow. That's nice.
I'm going to
Definitely
see
not $5 around
the new
here.
Deadpool movie, and this I go to watch superhero movies.
Hmm.
Like it's not cinema,
Hmm.
but they're cool. The Batman was actually so good though. Have you seen the Batman with Robert Pattinson?
Oh, yes. I absolutely love the Batman. I just
Now
recently
that's a
rewatched
movie.
it.
That's a movie.
I love the Batman. It was so good. And like the Riddler is so funny. Like he
Paul
is so
Dano,
funny.
yeah.
Yes, so good as Paul. Paul Dano does good as Paul Dano.
Are you a
He does
type of
good as
person?
the
Oh, go ahead.
Riddler.
Yeah, are you the type of
Oh
person to
yeah.
watch a movie multiple times in theaters? Like you go back and see it, you're like, I need to see that again.
Very rarely, but when I do, that's how I know like this is
I
good, or
saw the Batman
I
three
liked it.
times. I saw that shit 3 times.
Um,
One of them by myself.
it was so
I
good.
just went like a
Honestly,
like I think I skipped school, but
mm,
because this is back when I was in high school. It's like my last semester of
mhm.
school. Maybe I didn't even have a class. I'm like, let me just take the afternoon. Let me go fucking see Batman. It was
Yes,
great.
honestly, I didn't say this, but someone should do the Riddler in real life. That's what I'm. That's what I'm
You know
thinking.
what? Might be onto
I
something.
think that's what we need to write
After
about
tonight,
now.
what happened was a press conference tonight.
Amazing.
I was kind of watching Hassan's stream. I was kind of picking up on it. I had a
Oh,
TikTok
I'm not. I need to pay attention a little more.
do some
Mhm.
numbers, and I say numbers as I mean like 400 views. Being it was I recorded it immediately after the first debate, which happened was like last week or some shit,
Yeah.
right? Week before, and
Mhm.
it's like I go into like, hey guys, what's I have like cool music, I have like YouTuber music in the background. I'm like, hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
So the first presidential debate happened tonight. Let's look at some of the highlights, and then it just cuts to me dark room, and I'm just sitting there hitting the Shinji pose from Evangelion, the
That is so funny. What?
and
I'm
it's
gonna
like
find
in
that
the
video
background.
right now.
I'm like, we're cooked. We are
That
actually
is
cooked.
so
I can't.
funny. How does that not blow up? Sometimes I'm just like, bro, that's really funny.
I
I just started watching Evangelion too, actually. It makes me really sad though.
yeah,
So
you like you don't like
I'm on episode 7
you
and
don't like
I've
things that
already
make you sad,
cried.
huh? So
I don't.
so
But I need to. I just
just
have
make
to
sure
watch it.
after you get done with the series you watch a movie called The End of Evangelion
Mhm.
and just have fun.
Okay.
That's all. Are
I'm
you a
scared.
big so I'm assuming you're not a very big anime person then.
I kind of am. Like, not a huge anime person, but
Hmm.
I did grow up watching a decent amount of anime.
Huh.
But like not like super mega popular. I actually just uh recently, I'm like halfway through season 4 of Attack on Titan. I was always scared of watching
Ooh.
it because I didn't like the gore, but
I got about
I'm really
20
more into
episodes
like
in on my first run back in
I'm more
2016. I'm like, eh. But then
yeah.
I went and
It's
finished all of it.
okay. Aaron Yeager just annoys the shit out of me.
We
Sorry.
hate him. We
Sorry.
hate him in this house.
I hate him. Oh, thank God. Oh, this is a safe
Reiner is my
space.
favorite character. We love
Okay, I like
Reiner.
Reiner too. Yes. Who's my favorite character? I don't know. No one.
I was really expecting like
No,
Levi or some shit.
Hanji. Hanji.
Hanji.
She's my favorite. Yep.
Mm,
We're twins.
yeah.
I love her so much. I'm obsessed with her. I love her.
Mm.
She.
You're gonna enjoy.
What?
You're gonna enjoy the rest. No, you're gonna enjoy the rest
I
of season
think
4.
she. I think. But I'm in a state of denial. I think that's why I don't want to continue because I know. So. But I like.
The anime ending is
Mm,
because when I originally watched Attack on Titan back in 2016, they only had season 1 out. I think season 2 was just starting to come out,
mm,
but like I was like, I
yeah.
watched 20 episodes. I'm like, not it for me. Then in
Mm,
2021, I believe, when season 4 started, I watched all of it. And I'm like, this is peak. It's great of all time. and it was
Yeah.
great, goat of all time. And then when the
It's really
so where are
good.
you at in season 4?
I honestly don't remember. Aaron just got his like head cut off.
Okay, so that the episode before that, when like all the Marley ships arrived, that was like the season 4 part 1 finale. When that finale
Mm.
aired, I was like, well, now I have to read the manga because I don't want to wait on the anime. So I read all the manga, and then the day the ending from the manga came out, me and all my
Hmm.
friends just kind of sat in a Discord call together and we're like, that was kind of
I
bad.
need to finish it.
That was kind of
Oh,
bad.
really?
The manga ending is not good. The anime
Damn.
ending is the same ending, but it's way better. I don't know how.
Interesting.
Actually, I do know
Hmm.
how, but I can't talk to you about that yet.
It's
But it's
fine.
good.
I'll watch
I
this
honestly, the
too.
anime ending is fine. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's cool. I'm a very big prickler for endings. I hate endings that make me feel
Yeah.
melancholic, but that's kind of how Attack on Titan
Yeah.
is as a
True.
series. But like my favorite anime is
Yeah.
called Steins Gate, and it has my favorite ending of all time. It's
Mm.
incredible. I loved it so much that I refused to even watch Steins Gate Zero, which is a sequel that came out after
Mm.
it, but it's a prequel to it. But I was refusing to watch it because I didn't want to ruin
Yeah.
the ending for me because it's so great.
Yeah, I'll do that too, where I'll kind of like be scared to like watch the ending of something because I don't want it to end, but I
It
just
is
never finish
hard.
it.
It's
I
hard to
do
end
that
a
all the
series on
time.
a good note. Like same with Game of Thrones. The Game of
Yeah.
Thrones ending, not as bad as people were saying, but it is still pretty stinky. It's definitely not as good as it could have been.
Pinky. Yeah, but what was it? I'm definitely into anime. I grew up definitely like one of those like goofier weird kids for sure.
Mhm.
Like
I didn't get into anime until I was in 7th
very
grade, and I started
cringe.
watching like Sword Art Online,
I haven't seen that one yet. I'm more into like I like the soju's like Day of Life sort of soju.
Slice of
What is
Life,
it called? Yeah, sort of like
Slice of
that,
Life.
or
Yeah,
um maybe little romance ones. Was it my one of my favorite animes is Nana. It's like I don't know. It's like
I've never
about
heard of
like
that.
two girls. They both have the same name, and they're like one of them's like in a rock band. It's just like lots of like drama stuff, but it's like it's really sad and deep and sort of just like dealing with these like relationships. It's just very sad,
Trying to
sad,
think of like
and
romance anime.
it's been a hot minute
I think
since
it's
I've
called
watched it.
Toradora. Toradora is really sick. Toradora is
I
cool.
loved Toradora. I know a lot of people didn't really like Toradora, but I've watched it like two or three times. It's kind of like a comfort for me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just cute. But I do have like manga. It's in my closet. I have like a few of the Nana books. Death Note. I really like Death Note.
That was one of my first anime.
Um,
Never finished it, but whatever.
I'm trying to think of Soul Eater. Love Soul Eater. It's one
Soul
of my
Eater.
favorites. I think
What about
I
Fire
have a
Force?
little
Same guy.
figure. No, I actually haven't. Yeah, is it the same? I have not watched that.
Yeah,
No,
same guy as Fire
actually.
Force.
But I definitely need to watch more. I wanted to watch like Cowboy Bebop. I want to get into
Cowboy
that.
Bebop, it's
Obviously,
classic. It's probably
Evangelion.
my second or third favorite anime of all time.
Mm.
But
But
when you
I feel like
watch it
there's
in English.
definitely some
Like
that I'm
legitimately,
missing.
do you watch it?
Okay,
Do you watch anime in English or sub?
I do. I watch it dubbed because I'm not a fast reader. Like I
Okay.
can't
Oh, the
like.
dyslexia. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it's a good thing for you. Cowboy Bebop's dub is incredible. It's probably one of the best dubs besides like Ghost Stories. Have you ever heard of Ghost Stories?
I absolutely love Ghost
I
Stories.
have
I've watched it
I
two
have the
times through.
DVD behind me. I have all of it. It's incredible.
I very much enjoy Ghost Stories. I think the story of like how it came about is just fucking
Mm-hmm.
funny. It's
Mm-hmm.
so funny. I love that show. But there's definitely some more that I'm like not thinking of at the moment. But like I've watched at least like 12 to 15 animes. Like so I'm not
You're not a
like
big shonen person then, that I gather. Which, to be fair, I mean, shonen's
um
definitely shonen's like
Shonen's like fighting like
it's like
Naruto,
it's
right?
technically, yeah, it's like
It's like
Naruto, Bleach, One
starting from the
Piece,
bottom.
Dragon Ball. Like
Yeah.
it's all the big anime are shonen. To be honest, like Jujutsu Kaisen's a
Yeah.
shonen. Technically, it's a
It's like where
shonen.
they're like kind of like it's like start from the bottom sort of hero like get become the strongest or
Not
so
necessarily, but it's
okay.
fighting, right? It's like different from slice. It's
Fighting,
just
yeah.
you're just fighting. Jujutsu
I
Kaisen
don't know,
really is one
yeah.
of my favorite, but that's just because of the characters. Like
I
the
just watched
characters
an
are so
episode
cool.
of Jujutsu Kaisen, just like a random episode. I was like over at a friend's house and um it was like in season 1. I don't know what was going on. Like I was very confused, but they were like a
Why is that
bridge.
panda
There was
talking?
like a curse in a bridge. I don't
Oh,
know.
that okay.
That episode.
That's near the end of season 1. But
Yeah.
no, it's Jujutsu Kaisen legitimately the season that just ended, couple like at the end of 2023 It's probably one
Mm.
of my favorite modern anime arcs of all time. The Shibuya arc, it's incredible. The animation is
Mm.
absolutely insane. I think it's just something people
Maybe
need
I'll
to
check it
watch.
out.
I mean,
Hmm.
you don't like gore, but there's not that much of it. Like it's not nothing
Yeah,
crazy until you get like
like pretty much
Mahito.
like anime and gore. It's like not too bad, but I'm trying to think of other things. I'm not sure. Oh, my first anime, I watched it for way too damn long, was Fairy Tale.
You poor
I
soul.
was
I've never
obsessed with that
I've
as a
never
kid. I
subjected
don't know
myself to it.
why. It's just it's good. Like the characters are interesting, nice, but it's the same damn thing over and over again. As far as I remembered,
It's
like
not
it was
called
just
about
like
seven
the
deadly sins.
characters. Ooh, I've heard. I don't know. I didn't.
I
I
literally
don't think I'll
quit on
ever
the
get to watch that
on what people
show.
say is the worst episode is the episode I quit watching it on. It's like season
Hmm.
3 or 4. It was an episode of the worst animation I've ever seen in my life. Probably the animation budget for that entire season is like the animation budget for
Hmm.
10 seconds of JJK season 2. Like it is actually horrible.
Wow.
I quit watching.
Really, just because the visual. I don't know. I just heard like
The
the
story, I mean the story is
dynamics
completely ass too. Like don't get me wrong
and
there.
like the female characters and the little
Dude, it's
girls and
bad.
the. I
That
can't
is a bad thing with a lot of shonen.
can't support that. It's
Like
just.
OG Dragon Ball, which to be fair, Dragon Ball's it's like from the 80s, but I have all of Dragon Ball the
Yeah.
original on DVD as well. I love Dragon Ball to death. Naruto's
Mhm.
kind of better with it, but it's periods of
Yeah.
the time, especially Bleach and One
Yeah.
Piece. Woo! But I think JJK does good.
Yeah.
A lot of the modern ones, like
Sometimes I'm just
Demon
like, ugh,
Slayer 2,
just
which I need to
can't.
watch. I need to watch Demon Slayer. I need to
Ooh,
catch up
Demon
because they're entering
Slayer.
like the final stages, I believe. So I need to
Ooh,
watch
I
it,
watched the
catch
first
up.
7 episodes and then I just like kind of forgot.
I
Same
watched
with Full Metal Alchemist.
which
Watched the first bit.
which Full Metal Alchemist? There's two.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood's the
So,
Brotherhood's the good one.
yeah.
No, but don't let other people tell you that. Brotherhood's the good one. It's the best one.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, that's what
do you know
everyone
the difference
said.
between the first and the second one?
No idea.
It's
I have
same
no
thing that
clue.
happened with Game of Thrones. For Game of Thrones is like they adapted the books, but then they ran out of books because he didn't finish it. So then they just kind of did their own
Mm,
thing. That same with Full Metal Alchemist. They ran like they caught up to the manga and they didn't do filler, so they was like, well, let's do our own ending, and it
mm,
wasn't very good. But Brotherhood adapts
gotcha.
the full manga and it's incredible. I love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, I need to finish that because it's a really good show. I
It's
just like
incredible. And it's
I don't
got
know,
the
fell
goat
off
Roy
it.
Mustang. Can't get better than that.
Yes, I like him. He's cool.
Hmm.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, I've been into
But
anime for a while. I need
was
to
it?
get back into it. I've been watching like Freyrin, which is a great new gen. I don't know. I just
Mm,
need it's all about time. Like that's been something I've talked about a lot. This
yeah.
podcast is just finding time to actually do this shit.
Fine, yeah. And it's like sometimes I'm in like periods of my life where I'm like, I don't want to watch a show that's like that. I want to watch something that's like super lighthearted and stupid, or like some reality show, like something that I can just like turn on the background and clean,
Right.
or like do something or edit, and like not something that'll like engulf my whole life. Because like I feel like when I like something, I really, really, really like it. And sometimes I'm like, I know I'm gonna like the show, and I do not want to like it to be my
You don't have
whole
the
life for
bandwidth.
the
You
next
don't
few
have the
months.
bandwidth to do it right now, right?
No, or like spend money on things
Mhm.
that I might want to buy. I'm just like, I can't do it. Can't do it right
Well,
now.
no, because
Like,
I'll be like, oh, let me watch this whole series. Like, let me get into this, and then I watch YouTube for like 6 hours, and I'll be like, oh, it's 4 a.m. I need to go to bed. Like,
oh, when it comes to
I'll just
YouTube,
waste nights. I will
I'll
get
watch a YouTube video about
lost.
anything.
I
Mm,
cannot stop. Instinctively, I don't know if this
mm.
is something you do too, but I'll
Yeah,
instinctively close YouTube and then instinctively immediately reopen it. Like
me too.
I'll
Oh
click the
my
window on it and then
gosh.
go right back to it. And I'll be like, oh fuck, what am I
Like,
doing?
YouTube is my most used social media. I will watch a video on
Mm-hmm.
anything, on books, on movies, on TV, on about drama, about video games, like why this video game did bad, why this video game is
Anytime a Let Me
good.
Know
Like,
video drops, oh, I'm eating good. I'm having the greatest dinner of my life every time a Let Me Know video drops. Holy
yes.
shit.
But yeah, just video essay, anything. What was it? I did a series on TikTok where I like did video essay recommendations. That was one of my series that did really well.
How
But
did
I
you talk
kind of
about
let it
movies earlier? I
go.
was like, you have a very like intrinsic look into like movies or like media just in general.
Thank you. I
You should definitely do
try
like an
to.
actual video series about it.
I really want to, but I just always stumble over. I can't find the time, or like I'm like that didn't come out how I wanted to. Like what I think in my head, it sounds so much better than when it like comes out of my mouth, and then I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I don't care. Like
Yeah, I
I'm
think
a bit
doing
of a
script
perfectionist
writing,
about it.
yeah, like that's a
Yeah.
big thing too is being a
Hmm.
perfectionist, which I suppose
Yeah.
is a lot easier to do while you're live streaming. It's like, oh, well, I I'm already past it, right? Because you're live, like all of it's
Yeah.
content. But editing a video, like most of my recording sessions are like 2-3 hours long. That's a 11,
Yeah.
15 minute video. Like it's a very it's
Exactly. And then you have to spend like another 2 or 3 hours editing. And sometimes I'm just like, I can't do it.
I mean videos don't take that long. Like I could definitely release way more than I do. But
Yeah.
why did I do
Maybe
that,
it
right?
doesn't take that long. I'm just shit at editing. I hate
I'll
it.
take a day. So like for the Minecraft video, I took a
Mhm.
day to take all the footage, trim it up, get the raw cut, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll spend a day editing in. Actually, I only did this in 2 days. So I spent first day trimming, cutting up. Then the second day, I
Yeah.
did all the intros. I did the voiceover for the intro. I got all the footage from that I needed, like in-game Minecraft footage. Put all the music in, did all the effects like
Mhm.
zooms, overlays, and then I did the text subtitles effects that like
Yeah.
keyframed, followed people's heads, went behind walls and shit like that. I did an effect back in
Wow.
December where there was a reflective
Much work.
floor and the text above the guy's head reflected off the floor. Oh, I loved doing that. That took a
Oh,
while, but
that's
oh, it was so
cool.
cool.
That is so cool.
I
Oh
think
my gosh. Yeah, I just
that's
like
why I love making videos because I get to do little stuff like that, and no one's gonna notice, right? No one's. I doubt anyone
yeah,
even
but you're
noticed
like
the text off the floor, but I'm like, I saw that. That was cool.
yeah. No, yeah, exactly. That's how I feel too when I do. Sometimes I do a little thing, but yeah, just editing. For some reason, I don't like it. I just need to get over it. I really just need to get over it because
Just
like
lock in.
I'll be so happy when it's finished.
Mm.
So like, why not? But yes, what was I gonna say? I love YouTube. What was it? I used to have YouTube Premium. Lost my YouTube Premium.
And not an ad
Sad,
blocker.
sad
What?
life. Well, it's on my phone. I don't know.
Ah, there you go. Okay.
It's on my phone.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm a
I
desktop girly. I love it.
I was so spoiled with YouTube Premium. I miss it. I miss it. Because you can like turn off your phone while
And
using
it's
YouTube, but without
yeah.
it, you can't. Yeah, I miss it very much.
No, I got that
It's
Spotify
okay though.
Premium. I'm not a scrub.
Oh, I used to have Spotify Premium for a bit because I worked at Starbucks and they give you free Spotify Premium. And I
Damn.
had it. I worked at Starbucks for 2 years. I did not start using it until like my last 6 months there, and I was like, wow, this is kind of cool because I didn't use Spotify before. I just used like this other app that uses like YouTube links,
Mhm.
and it's just the same as Spotify. It's free. Just called
I have a
Musy. It's
playlist.
fun.
It's
I
like
love it.
2,500 songs or 1,500 songs. I've had it for like 3 years. I just put
Mm.
everything in there. Great.
That's how mine is too. I just have
Works.
my
I mean, I
playlist
have
is
sub
like
playlists too, but I have one playlist that has everything in it.
yeah, me too. I have a playlist from was it 2016 when I was in my like FNAF era, like all that stuff, like listening to like Living Tombstone to now. Like
Mm.
it is you put it on shuffle, you do not know what you're gonna oh
That's
no.
which. Do you have a specific music genre you listen to primarily? I like to think I know enough that I can recommend something from any genre, unless it's country music. That's the one
Yeah,
genre
I'm
I
not
just
really
can't
into
force myself to listen
country.
to.
I like mm, do I like I definitely like kind of like beachy music. It's like fun. I think that's
Okay.
like surf music, that's the word, but only
Surf.
in like this time. I don't know.
Okay, there's
Maybe
a
it's not
band
like
called Dust Star. I have their vinyl back there. It's like
mm,
it emanates or it replicates like a 60s garage style band.
mm,
Like that's just like it's not exclusively surf rock, but it's something from that era, right? Like it
yeah,
replicates like a raw like 60s band recording. And it came out like
that's
2 years ago.
cool.
It's really cool. Fucking love Dust
That
Star.
sounds cool. Hmm. But yeah, some stuff like I don't know. I like Mitski, like the sad girly songs, like
Mm-hmm.
Loewe, like
Beach House.
love them. Um, yes. My dad went to go see. He introduced me to Beach House. My dad went to go see them like once or twice. My dad's a huge music person. He's always like finding like those really cool little bands. I love Frank Sinatra.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, I love Frank Sinatra. I don't know why. It's just like he's fun to sing along to. I sung Frank Sinatra songs on my stream fundraising for Palestine for like an hour
Ooh,
because like I feel like my voice is a bit deeper, so like I can match him sort of when I sing a bit. And I'm a god awful singer, but it's so damn fun to sing Frank
I
Sinatra.
like to think I'm a bad
So fun.
singer. Actually, I like to
Mhm.
think I'm a good singer, but I every time I get in my mixer, I'm like, oh god.
I'm an awful singer, but that's what I love about karaoke. Every time I throw a party, I make everyone do karaoke. because I love karaoke. It's so fun. Like, and it's just like, why not be bad and like just
Well,
like
if you're a bad singer, then
fun.
you make emo music because that requires bad singing. It's easy
Emo.
enough.
I don't know if I listen to a lot of emo music, but I like pretty much
There's a lot of
any
subgenres to that.
music. I hate to be the person who's like, I like everything, but like,
Well, I do like everything except for country
I don't
music. Like
know.
I like everything, and by country music I mean like
Mm,
modern country music. Like I'll fuck around with
yeah.
like Dolly Parton or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure there's definitely some country music I like. I don't particularly like, yeah, modern country
No,
music.
I can't stand it. My first
I
concert I
don't
ever
know.
went to
I'm
was
not.
my mom took me to a Florida Georgia Line concert in like 2014. I don't
Mm,
remember it. First show
never
I
heard of that.
technically ever like willingly went to was Destroy Boys, which is a punk band from California.
I've heard about that.
This thrash band
Them.
called Jigsaw Youth and the Umbrellas. First
Mm.
show I ever went to. That was great. I got into a mosh pit for the first time. I'm hooked. Hooked instantly.
Mosh pit. I went to my first like sort of like rave EDM concert because my boyfriend's brother's really into it, so we went with him, and it was oh, I was a little scared.
Yeah.
The mosh pit was like because like the and like
Yeah.
obviously it's a very nice community, like and like if
Oh,
someone
it's
falls
awesome.
down they pick them up, like they're not like trying to hurt people on purpose or out of a mean
Depends
thing,
on what
but
show
it
you
was
go
just
to. If
very
you go to a
scary.
metal show, they're gonna crowd kill you, but whatever.
Oh, not for
There's
me.
like
Like I had
a
a friend
it's
that
not sleep
mhm.
token, but no, it's like you go to the show, you come out, you're like your nose is bleeding, like you got bruises
Yeah,
everywhere.
I had a
Those
friend
are
that got
fun too, but
hit.
for a different reason.
Yeah, I had a friend that got hit like right in the eye here, and she has just like a scar now. And I'm just like, she's like, "It's so cool," but I'm like, "Oh
That would be kind of
no!"
sick. Oh,
But like,
I'm lucky. I'm 6 feet tall. Like I'm a wall, right?
oh
I'm
gosh,
6 feet tall. I'm
yeah,
just a wall in the pit. Like I went
hmm
2 months ago to go see Destroy Boys for the second time, and I went with my cousin, who's like 10 years older than me, but she's also 4'8". She's like a little goblin.
oh,
She's like
oh my
gremlin
gosh,
status. So I'm in the pit. I'm 6 feet tall. I can come up for air, right? Like I'm cool.
yeah,
She's just in there getting thrown around, having the
oh,
time of her life. It was
oh
great.
my
And then, but
gosh,
you get out of
it
the pit,
was,
and it looks like you just got out of a shower. Like it's crazy cardio in
mm,
like a punk show pit.
it is
Holy hell!
crazy. And it was so fun, but I just didn't want to get in there because then like two like huge guys jumped in, and I was like, hell no! Like if I fall to the ground, I'm getting crushed. And I'm not like I'm like average. I'm like 5'5". Like like
Mhm.
I'm not like that small or anything, but I was still just like I'm just not getting in there. Like I can't do that. Like
No,
it
pits are so much
was so
fun.
scary.
It's depending on the type of shows. Like metal shows, it's gonna be a bit more violent. Punk shows are actually probably the best pits to get into, just because they're very
Yeah.
supportive. Like punks are very cool for that type of shit. Emo shows,
Mhm.
it's a lot of people just running around because you can't understand the lyrics to the songs. Like you're just going into a mic and screaming with the
I'm
coolest riffs
crying.
you've ever heard in your life playing in the background. Like they're awesome.
Yeah. But I definitely want to go to more shows. It's just like I just don't have a lot of money, and also like I'm just
I drive an
really
hour and a
scared to
half, two
go
hours to all these
places.
venues that I go to.
Oh, I'm just scared to go like by myself ever. Like I never ever go anywhere by myself. I don't think I've never been on public transportation by myself, to
Mhm.
shows by myself, to like I just it's kind of like an anxiety thing, but it's
I've
also
been to
just
one
like
show by myself, and
just the world.
I felt really sad because I
Hmm.
went by myself. I'm like, well, I
I
don't have
know.
any.
It's
And
never
it was
fun.
actually
It's
mustard
never
service, which
fun.
is cool.
Oh,
That was like
it's cool. I've
2
never
years
heard of that
ago.
either. I don't know
But no, I
a
went.
lot of stuff.
I went, and I was like, damn, this is it's kind of sad. It's just me.
I know it's not as fun. It's just not as
Nah,
fun.
it's definitely not. Now you always got to go with the person, because then, especially a person who doesn't know the type of music that they're going for, and then just, oh, it's
Mhm.
awesome. Oh, it's cool.
They're like, huh?
Yeah,
That is so cool. But
yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
awesome.
definitely would like to go to one. What was it? I'm trying to put like a sort of I guess like a rave sort of EDM. Like I said, my boyfriend's brother's really into that stuff, so all three of us are trying to put on like our own sort of rave thing in his brother's basement.
That's
And
cool.
like invite a bunch of our friends to it. Maybe like do like, like $5 each, just for like to provide all like the food and drinks and stuff like that. But my boyfriend's doing like the visuals in Blender, like all these like things that like react to like do you know like oh gosh, I don't know what it's called, but like I guess it's this computer thing. So like if you stand in front of it, it's gonna move with you as you move, sort of
I've seen that at
situation.
shows before. Yeah.
Like that, like all these different visuals, and then his brother's gonna be doing like the music and stuff, and I'm just kind of helping with like everything else. But
I've never been to like an electronic
Hopefully,
show before. Those might be like
yeah.
fun. Actually, I am going to a club for the first time in a couple days, so I'm waiting to see what that's gonna
Ooh.
be like. I don't know.
I want to go to a club, but there's nothing around here that's like under 21. So I'm like,
Yeah, so like I'm gonna go.
a bummer to hear.
I'm not expecting much, but I realize like
Mm,
it can't be. It's not going to be better than the shows I go to. Like I thought to myself when I
mm.
was in that Destroy Boys pit, getting like thrown around and also simultaneously throwing around like a bunch of like goth women. I'm like, you know what? The club can't be much worse than this.
Yeah.
I guess time of my life. So I'm
Throwing
like
around goth women? That doesn't sound bad at all.
getting thrown. Oh my god. They're like tall as me. Oh shit.
Mm.
Incredible.
Yeah. For a tall lady,
Oof. All right. So
I
we've been going for
let's,
about two.
let's not talk about what I might do.
We've been going around for about two
Yeah.
hours now.
Oh yeah,
Um,
no, sorry, I can.
Oh no, yapping is a part. Yapping's our job. I don't. You don't realize
So
this.
true.
Yapping is literally what we do for a living, or what we want to do for a living, at least.
We want to. Yeah,
hmm
that's true.
So we can go ahead and start
Yeah, no
wrapping
problem.
up. If you'd like
Hmm.
to shout out any of your socials, anything, any upcoming projects you want to do, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
tell you people watch this podcast, but just in case.
Okay. I still appreciate you inviting me on. That makes me feel very special. Thank you. And maybe I always thought I was just like thought about maybe doing a podcast one day, but I'm just like, who's gonna listen to it? I don't know. We'll
This is more
see.
of an excuse for me to get out
But
more to say I do more videos a month. Like this counts as one of my
it's so
videos per month.
cool.
So
And it's so fun. And it's kind of just like a stream, but it's like there's just no chat and like you're just kind of like chit chatting.
well, there's
It's
never been
so
a
fun.
chat in
Like
my stream, so.
I'm sorry. Don't worry. I will when the podcast comes out, it's going straight to all the Raeshuu places. Don't worry.
Wowee.
I'll make sure it's known by the like probably 10 active followers I have. So don't
Solid.
worry. But I don't know. It's Raeshuu on all platforms. Instagram has like an extra U, 3 U's because someone else took it. So, but yeah, I don't really have anything crazy coming up. I'm trying my best. It's just like I'm so wrapped up with like summer because all my friends are back from college and then with like school coming up. But I'm hoping to do some more stuff soon. So we'll see. Maybe. I don't know. Definitely want to post some like vlogs. I have a ton of blog footage, but I'm just too lazy to edit it. So yeah, it's all just ratio everywhere. That's all.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye, podcast.
I say bye. Ah!